Oh man, yeah, I love that right there. If they were to do that now, Giants taking Cam Ward, easy money. We all knew that. That's probably how it was gonna fall and shake. I would think so. How it would fall and shake. And then of course at 6, I'm still taking Shador if he's there, bro. I'm pulling the Falcons. I'm pulling the Falcons. Do you think we can compete? Yes, I do. I do think we can compete. Now, when I say that, we're not going to sit here and talk about Super Bowl and talk about all this extra shit. We're not going to do that. Nah. But what we will talk about is playoff contention, wild card contention. And that's not bad to say when your fucking team had 4 wins, right? And that's not directed at you. Don't let my hostility be directed at you. That's when a lot of people are saying, man, Geno's only going to take us to the wild card game, man. Like, Geno only going to take us to the goddamn first round of the playoffs. And motherfucker, we won 4 games last year. What are we saying? Like, what if we won 4 games 60 year prior? So I just don't understand when people say that. Like, yeah, 100%, bro. Playoff, try to get into the playoffs, wild card contention. That's my goal. That's what I want to see. So before we continue, man, now we bring some of the brothers on screen, man. We got our guy, Jeff, New England Raider Boosters in the building. You already know, man. Big OG in the building. And, of course, we got another our guy, Jay, in the building, man. Our guy.
What is good?
First Win Baby podcast, man. What's the deal, man? What's going on with you, my guy?
Chilling, man. It's a long day, man. Long first day of free agency for sure. A lot of downs, some ups, for sure. But I think the best is yet to come for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see, but like I said, the audience been hearing me talk for an hour straight plus, man. So they definitely want to hear from y'all how y'all feel about it. Definitely, I was a little bit, Jeff, earlier when you were talking about some of the guys that we didn't get, some of the guys that we didn't re-sign a little bit. Jay, take us away first, and then Jeff start us off after that, man, about kind of how you feel after that. But some of the guys that we didn't get back, right, Jay? I mean, shit, we didn't get back. Hobbs, Marriage, Spillane. I mean, what? How you feeling?
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, it hurt seeing Spillane go. Morrig, not so much. Hobbs, we knew what was gonna happen. A lot of us were saying that we didn't see him coming back, but Spillane, man, it did hurt. Not gonna lie, but one thing that we kind of remember here, and I think Jeff says it best, and I think it applies to this scenario. We can't get attached to all these players, man. And I love Raider Nation, I do, much love, but honestly, we gotta exercise some patience, Everybody was up in arms because Spytek wasn't doing anything in the first half of the free agency opening, right? We didn't do nothing really in the morning. But I told everybody, you saw me on Twitter. I was like, yo, man, we gotta have some patience, stay calm. Shit's gonna pop off. It's gonna happen after lunch. Watch and see, right? We lost Spillane, and then we lost Morrig, and then everybody's up in arms, and then guess next thing you knew, it was like I think it was like 2:00 my time, 1:00 Pacific, somewhere around there. And then boom, we get the news for Chin, man. I mean, that's a solid pickup. I know that there's mixed reactions about that, but honestly, I think that's a solid pickup. Say what you want to say. Looking at the comparables, at the worst case, at the worst scenario, if you want to shit on it, we're not losing anything. We haven't lost anything. You're still getting the same kind of production out of Chin as you would with Morrig if he was still here. But I feel this is a slight upgrade. I feel that he's gonna really work out here in Vegas under Pete Carroll, right? He had a really good year last year, and we're just scratching the surface with this kid. So having him here and having literally a plan B come back so fast the way it did, I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed about Spytek. You gotta we can't be going and spending all this crazy money and getting into like this deep negative cap space where we're having to go ahead and kind of live paycheck to paycheck. In other words, right? We got to be frugal. We got to be smart about our money. This was a smart signing. Literally, uh, we got Chin at a fraction of a price than Warwick. Fraction of a price. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna let that sit in with some of y'all. Fraction of the price for a quality player, the same kind of output we're gonna get that we would have gotten from Warwick. We're gonna get from Chin. Fraction of the price. I think that's enough said right there about Warwick. Spillane is still yet to be determined. I know we're not in the hunt for Greenlaw's gone.
Oh yeah, that's over. That's over.
Yeah, that's gone, and I understand that. But there's alternatives. Shit's gonna happen. Yeah. We could get another name pop off, and even if it's not impressive, mind you, there's still the draft. And I think you were touching on it a little bit ago because I heard some names pop out. I heard Campbell's name pop out, so I heard a couple names pop out. Said that a little bit ago. So there's still alternatives. You don't build a Super Bowl or a contender caliber roster just from free agency alone. It's a mixture of both the draft and free agency, and also, there's gonna be situations where dudes get cut because they're just not a good fit for certain schemes, and that's where we come and that's where we come in and we pick like Chase Hawk. We picked that dude off of a waiver where nobody wanted to do anything with him, and he came over to Vegas, hooked up with PG, and look where he's at now. Right, so that's what I'm saying. Exercise a little bit of patience, Raider Nation. We're gonna come out on top.
We're gonna be all right. I think you couldn't have said it no better, man. But before we continue, want to give my brother a chance to get on screen too, man. My guy,
hey,
in the building, man. What's going on?
What's cracking?
And I saw your message. I'm gonna tap in with you after this too. I saw your message.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then my guy LV in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's the deal, man? Yes, sir. We got an all-star panel. We got a GOAT panel in here, man. I appreciate y'all for showing up as always, man. I'm gonna ask, all y'all. Now, Jeff, I love you, but I just seen you a couple hours ago, so I already know how you feel.
I'm fine with going last.
Yeah.
I still need to wake up. I took a little power nap after that.
I had to do the same goddamn thing. Just get myself ready. Let's ask the brothers down below, man. Start with my guy Unc, and then let's go to LV after, man. So Hobbs. Hey, I knew how you feel about Hobbs, bro. I know what's up, OG. But Merrick, Spillane, give us your takes, bro. How you feel?
I mean, it's par for the course. It's to be expected. I'm not mad about it. I mean, they're going to get their money. Nobody did anything funny, or you know what I mean? Spillane was never going to get $12 million from us a year. That makes a whole lot of sense. He's going back to people that he knows, probably a better fit defensively anyways, as far as the scheme that they run. Murray got the bag. Can't be mad at him for that. And I believe what we got in return, as far as Chin, I think we upgraded. To be honest, I really believe he's a better safety than Morrig was. So we like Jay said, we coming out on top. It's just you gotta wait. You gotta let the process do its thing, and these things will check themselves out, right? Just like getting Kuntz back on a year deal. I mean, how can you be mad at that? I mean, he did us a favor there. That was a team friendly deal with that $12 million.
Yep.
If you really want to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
And we did him a solid giving it to him because, I mean,
that was a little raise. It was a little pay bump.
And who else was going to really actually give him that type of cash without, coming off of this injury?
Yeah.
You just never know. So I think that's why you saw that get done pretty quickly, because neither team really wanted to show their hand, right? They was both sitting with two low pairs. It wasn't really conducive for either of them to go out there in them streets like that. So yeah, I'm very happy. Butler, right? Solid. And for the guys that left and got their bread, I'm happy for them too. Again, it wasn't funny stuff. It was it was all, you know what I'm saying? It was look, business legit. It wasn't, the throwing your helmet and get me out of here.
And I like that.
Yeah,
Again, bro,
yeah.
like we sat here and we've said this for months and weeks about some of these dudes probably gonna leave, and
Right.
it's okay. That's okay, bro. Like we've been preparing people. But LV, let us know, bro, how you feel about Hobbs, Merrick, Spillane.
Yeah, I mean, you hit it right on the head. Honestly, I feel the exact same way. I think the only person that actually like hurt because we're so thin at the position is Spillane. And I mean, I really wanted Spillane back. I felt like he was a big part of the identity of that defense. It's sad to see him go, but we got to figure something out quick, whether that be in the draft, whether that's we find somebody in free agency. But as far as the other guys that left, like Merrick and Hobbs, I'm cool with, especially them getting the money that they got. We were not going to pay them that. I'm sorry. Like I was not willing to give them that either. Hobbs took a little bit less than I actually thought he was going to get, but still, like it was an overpay for sure.
That was less.
It was less than I thought he was gonna get on the market. But still, like we weren't gonna pay them that, and I like kudos to them. Like thank you for their service over here in Las Vegas, but we gotta keep moving forward, and we got Jeremy Chin on an absolute steal of a deal. And I said it in your chat a little bit ago. I think he might outproduce Merrick in the same spot that he was. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play, how he fits in this scheme. But I'm excited. I know people were saying we were kind of sitting on our hands all day today. Even I was a little bit nervous when you start seeing people fly off the board. But I think we got a plan, and I'm willing to wait. Kind of get Jay was preaching patience just a little bit ago. I'm willing to wait to see how this all unfolds.
Hey, whoever said that T-Mac was overrated, you definitely are.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That's a wild comment. That's a
agree.
wild comment.
Come on, son.
I just have to point that out.
And speaking of patience, our guy Jeff, man, I mean, they was with you a couple hours ago. You got a chance to sleep on it a little bit, think about the moves, kind of. How you feel now? How you feel?
I actually feel fine, to be honest with you. I like Jay said, and quoting me a bit there, that people get too attached to somebody's plays. You can't do that. You got to remember this first and foremost is a business, and if it's not a smart business decision money wise, then it's time to part ways. You can't sign everybody. It's just impossible. You don't have you don't have unlimited money. You've got a cap for a reason. It's no different than when you draft in fantasy football. If you do a money type league and your roster's going to be built on, say, $100 as a basic salary, then that's what you got to do. You can't get everybody you like, So there's going to be casualties along the way. We had a few today, but you know what? Obviously, the front office and the coaches have a plan. You got to give them credit for that. You got to let them just do their thing. I actually laid down on the recliner and my phone dinged, and I looked and I was like, why couldn't they have just done this 10 minutes sooner? I saw the Kuntz message come across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, literally not even 10 minutes after we had all logged off. And I'm like, I'm just going to go lay down because I was starting to fade anyway. So, and then I saw that. I'm like, at this point, I'm just going to go to sleep. Everybody else and their brother's going to be going on talking about Kuntz being re-signed. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to put that right there, leave it, and take my little power nap. But yeah, I don't have any issues with who we did not bring back. I like who we brought in so far. I just wish we would have been a contender with some of these, with at least one wide receiver. But it is what it is.
Ducky is.
I don't like the fact that Spillane coming in New England because now I'm gonna have to fucking listen to that.
Yeah, now you gotta do. I ain't gotta go over there
plays.
for that. But Ducky is funny. He said, "Pat's looking for Milton for all the Milton Glazers."
Oh,
I'll take Milton right the fuck now before I took Jalen Milroe.
Oh yeah,
I don't care who says anything about it, bro. Because we're gonna sit Jalen Milroe for 2 years anyway behind Geno Smith. What the fuck is the difference?
right.
Yeah,
and I feel like Milton's better.
Quarterback now.
Yeah. Thank you. So there we go. So if we gonna continue, now I know like all of y'all are saying, bro, main theme, we can't get too attached, and we've been saying this all the time, bro. Now again, it's funny how the teams that are winning find all this fucking cap space and shit and all this room to sign to all these people, but key words, they're winning. So of course, you gonna find a way to finagle something if we get, but if you're losing, well shit, I know my pockets is real tight if I'm not getting what I want from my money. So I'm just saying, bro, like we can't sit here and be mad at I know some people are mad at the players for leaving. I'm like, fuck no, you can't be mad at them for leaving. If they're gonna get that type of bag, they're stupid to come back. I mean, I'll be honest, bro. They're dumb to come back at the point in their career, especially Spillane, especially Hobbs and shit. Like when you done shown type of inconsistency with Hobbs and Spillane is like damn near 30. You got to get that money. You got to do what you got to do, bro. You can't sit here like that. Now I didn't bring this up because I was kind of waiting on some other people to talk about this, but moves around the league, specifically in our own division. On paper, the Broncos did they shit. I ain't gonna lie. On paper, the Broncos did a big one today.
What they do?
Son of a bitch.
They got Hufanga and
was
they got
nice.
Greenlaw.
Yeah.
And they got Greenlaw.
Well, I don't know if you guys are watching right now, but Matt Collins just agreed to terms with the Patriots.
Yeah,
I heard that
He's going
earlier.
there. So
Yeah,
like,
Javonte Williams is going to Dallas.
okay.
Is that the kid from the Lions?
No, Javonte
No,
Williams.
Javonte's
That's
from the
Oh, the
Broncos.
Broncos.
Oh
Broncos,
no.
Broncos.
Okay.
Broncos dude. Chiefs got Elijah Mitchell. You know, that was
Yeah,
the
I
one
seen
that we
that.
talked about a lot. You know, Chiefs got Elijah Mitchell. Any other moves that kind of struck your mind? Now the Greenlaw
Broncos got
one
Hufanga.
hurt.
That was
Yeah,
a
that
big
shit
one.
hurt.
Yeah, that's the one I
What's
was
that?
like, oh fuck.
And they got Greenlaw too. So that shit, both of them motherfuckers right there. That shit. I was like, damn, that's good. That's good. But I've been saying it all day, right? You know, Chargers out here selling their ass on the street for a wide receiver. It don't matter what it is, man. They trying to get one however they can, and they can't get one. I'm waiting for it to be official, but if they actually sign Najee Harris, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be honest. That shit's funny. That should be funny to me. I don't think he's all that good, bro. To me, I don't think Najee's all that good, in my opinion. Where I just got to see how much they sign. Oh, never mind. Just in. They just did. Okay. Chargers just signed Najee Harris. Oh, this is actually for a 1 year, $9.5 million deal. Well, actually, 1 year, $9.5 million deal for Najee Harris to the Chargers. That's not bad.
No, that makes sense. I would have
That's
took
not
it.
bad, yeah.
Nah, that's not bad.
took
For
it
a
if
year,
I was
yeah, I would have taken that. Yeah, if it was a year, that's not bad. I wouldn't have been mad if the Raiders would have did it. But again,
We
still
were
got the
projecting like
draft.
12 for him, right? Like he was
Yeah.
gonna want like 12 to
Yeah,
15.
they were
somewhere
going
around
like 12. They were going like 12. Even the 9 is a little. You damn near
I wouldn't
10.
take Najee for 9.
Nah,
I'm
all right.
That's on the
I'm
steep
all
end
right.
for sure.
Yeah.
I would rather
I-
give Chubb 9 than give him 9.
you ain't even got to give Chubb that. I just
I
give Chubb
wouldn't.
Exactly.
I wouldn't,
Fucking-
but I'm saying if I was forced to, that's probably what I would do more so.
Dog, all I gotta do is give Chubb a bucket of icy hot, and I'm good. You work. You gotta fucking work, bro. That's all that matters, dog. Him, Mark, and Pete are all gonna be using the same arthritis medicine, and it don't fucking matter. I want Chubb right now. I want Chubb right now for the amount of money he's gonna command. It's not gonna take nothing to get Nick Chubb over here.
Yep, I agree.
My man Steve
I was
Jones
high-
said turf at the French Riviera.
Like during the season when we were first starting to talk about free agents, I was all big on Najee, but I kind of cooled my heels on that for the last couple of weeks. I wasn't feeling it after a while. I still wasn't feeling the Chubb thing, but
Chubb went to bit.
Fuck, no way. Hold up, not. But no, I don't think he signed Jay.
Somebody
The only
just
reason I
said
keep
Chubb will
saying,
break out again in Pitt.
oh shit, oh maybe because Najee left, and then
Right.
they're like, to replace him
They
like that.
assuming, they assuming
Yeah.
he go there. Yeah.
Every time I bring up Chubb though, it's the main thing, bro. Cheap. That's it. Like we
What
just
is
we
it?
just
Gotta
need
be
a
league
veteran.
minimum. League minimum, right?
Oh yeah, he's gonna make league minimum. He's gonna make there's nothing. He ain't gonna make shit. He ain't gonna
What
make
is
shit.
that league minimum
For a running back? Let's
4
look.
years, 5 years?
I'm thinking about like a $5 million contract, maybe like a 4, some shit like that. Something cheap,
I was
real
thinking
quick.
5.
Let me look at his value.
Yeah, it might actually even be cheaper than that. I mean, he's a huge liability.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a huge liability.
So you ain't gonna be able to, like, it's not gonna be crazy. And all I'm saying, bro, like, of course and this would be different if I'm sitting here telling y'all, like, yeah, man, this guy gotta be the workhorse. Like, this motherfucker gonna be the 3-down back. Like, that's different. If that's what I'm telling y'all. But what I'm saying is, bro, I just want a veteran in the room, low risk, high reward. After we draft these 2 motherfucking running backs, where we say, well, all right, we done drafted 2, but if I just get a smidgen of Brown's Nick Chubb, just a smidge, it's over. It's a fucking wrap.
Right.
They talking about a 1-year, $2 million deal. Are you kidding me?
It's a
Heartbeat.
That's what I thought. I know the league minimum is only like $1 million. I don't even know if it's that. Might be like 700-800.
At the most, bro. At the most, they talking about a $3.3 million deal for Nick Chubb. He probably won't even get. He's probably looking at like a 2 something. That's nothing, bro. That's zero. That's no amount of money.
Right.
SoCal, I like Najee, but not for that price. Exactly, bro. He's not worth that amount of money. I don't give a fuck. Nobody tells me he's not, because he's not even. Do you believe Najee Harris is a top 5 running back in the league? Do we think Najee Harris is
five? No.
Do we think he's a top 10 running back in the league?
No.
There shows you all that right there. If we even got to struggle to put this motherfucker in the top 10, like if we have to struggle, then yeah, bro. He's not that.
I'm even willing to bet that there's going to be some of these rookies that are going to come out. They're going to be ranked higher than him this coming season.
Yeah,
there are certain names I could tell you, bro. You're going to say top 10 running back, no question. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I only have to fucking think twice, but turf no, especially when it comes to running backs. If I got to sit there and I hesitate before I say, oh, I don't know if you're a top 10, you're not a top 10 running back.
Right.
Sorry, you're just not.
So Cleveland got Kenny Pickett today in a trade too.
Yeah.
A lot of shit happened after I fell asleep. I swear to God, why did every fucking?
It was a dumbass move too. It was a dumbass
Yeah.
move. Shout out Weezy, bro. It was a dumbass move, bro. I don't know why they did that. The Browns getting Kenny Pickett. I don't think signals they won't take a quarterback in the draft, but I just,
no,
it was pretty stupid though.
that's their backup in case they got no fucking buddy else. Honestly,
That's what I was
I
thinking.
mean, I don't know why they didn't keep DTR, to be honest with you.
They gave him to the Eagles. They gave him to the Eagles.
Oh, I didn't even see that. They traded him
swapped.
or?
Yeah, they swapped.
And the Browns were also giving him a 5th round pick this year's draft for it. So basically, the Browns were saying, yeah, Pickett's better than Thompson, is what they're saying. Because we're gonna give you DTR, and we're gonna give you a 5th round pick.
Yep. Oh,
Damn.
also, I never talked about this before y'all got on screen, but we're gonna, go from right to left, I guess, turf and on down.
Yeah.
Basically, the Seahawks said we're gonna give Geno to y'all, and we're just gonna pay Sam Darnold. Now, if you look at, bro, and this is my perspective, when I'm looking at these Justin Fields contracts and I'm looking at Sam Darnold contract, I tweeted it. I said, bro, I don't want to hear a motherfucking soul complain about Geno Smith after seeing the contracts that them 2 dudes got. I don't want to hear a soul. There's no way you're complaining about what Geno got and you looking at the amount of money them 2 dudes got. And Geno's better than them 2 dudes. So I don't want to hear that. But after seeing this quarterback money, all right, let's go down turf and then we go from turf J, LV and all. Bro, do you feel better about the Geno contract after this quarterback money?
I really wasn't that mad at it to begin with because I knew it was going to be serious, on top of the fact that the 31 mil cap hit wasn't going to affect us. So, I mean, it's par for the course for a quarterback. That's decent. He's in the top 15 as far as quarterbacks in the league. It's what you got to expect. No different than Sam Darnold. These guys are going to get this cap. I mean, we made out like bandits in my opinion. I think we got a home job. Pete Carroll, right? The relationships, the connections, the network. I'm happy. I don't know any other. Yeah.
I like it. Man, Jay, what about you, man? Seeing the quarterback money. I mean, shit, how you feeling?
With Gino,
Yeah.
you know what? Was it 3 for 100? That's fucking
For Sam,
insane.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
we
what
knew,
Sam got.
yeah, we knew somebody was gonna bite, but I mean, I guess it's Seattle, and it all makes sense now. I mean, look, I mean, 31 mil even at the cap hit, I feel we're still winning. And if they restructure, and I was saving this for my show, but I'm gonna share it here too.
Okay.
Even at the restructure, if we restructure, it's not a bad thing because we can structure it in a way where we can do it where we can get out of the contract on if we could do it where we can get on the contract year 2, if we're not filling him and it doesn't hit us so much on the cap, or we can walk away with it where it's we can stomach it. I'm good with that because if we'll free up some more cap space, meaning we can go after some more people in this free agency. So you guys got to think about that too. That's because I know that talk was out there. Nothing's been said yet. Don't be surprised if something happens like tomorrow or something, or even maybe later, where they restructure him for like a 3-year extension worth up to, I don't know, 60 or something like that. And it decreases that cap hit for this year because right now we're on the hook for 31. So if we can bring it where it's 20, 22, I'm good with that. Because that means we can go out and get some more players with that extra cap space, or maybe that's the difference between getting a bigger name from what we're probably eyeing at right now. So I know there's a lot of shit that's behind the scenes. So I feel we good. I feel we're in a good space. I'm not mad at the Gino trade. I'm not mad at the price tag yet because I feel that price tag is going to change.
Yeah, 100%. And that's said it beautifully, bro. Like, one, the price tag can change, and I'm not even just gonna go off the price tag change. I'm just gonna go off based off the play, right? Based off the play. Is the man a top 15 quarterback in the league? Yes, he is a top 15 quarterback in the league. Yes. A lot of people have said this. This is not just me coming out my ass and saying it. Like, he's a top 15 quarterback in the league. Top 15 quarterbacks in the league make $40 million. Thus the going rate, bro. I mean, we can't be mad at somebody making his value. We cannot be mad.
He's going to get paid right where he should be. That's
exactly.
This
is not like back in the day where we fucking paid Derek Carr and this man was the highest paid quarterback at the time. Did he perform like that? No. And that's why the contract was bullshit. But if you pay a 15th rated quarterback money, you shouldn't be mad at if you get 15th rated results at the same point. That's just all I'm saying, bro. But LV, continue, man. Continue.
Hey, real quick rundown. Did you send the link to Chris Freitas?
Oh no, I thought he was in the little hub shit that we all got, but no, you got to send it to him if that's the case. I thought he could just come in like we all be coming in. I'd be tripping.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, like Jay said, it looks even better now since those guys got that kind of money, and Gino's obviously a better player. And like Jay was saying, also, if we can move some money around, restructure the contract, and we can be a little bit more aggressive in this free agency, or it allows us to do more things, then it gets you even more excited as a Raider fan, continuing, from here to the draft. And I like the Gino trade. I have to admit, when it first came out, I was like not super moved by it, but thinking about it and kind of looking back on what Gino did this past year and what he was available with, and like the O-line they had, I was like, damn, like he actually balled out. So I'm honestly happy with it. I like it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Bro, it's kind of wild when you put it into perspective. Like, when you go back and watch film, or you just like look at some Seahawks game, you like, this O-line is garbage. This shit sucks. And then you look at some of the throws, and I'm like, well, I ain't seen that throw in this uniform in a minute. I ain't seen this shit. I ain't seen this play in this uniform in a minute. You start to go back and look at some of the plays, and you're like, well, shit. The only thing that I could be mad at with Gino that he needs to cut the shit out, but I feel like if we have a run game, we're good. Red zone turnovers. If he cuts that shit out, we're good. We're good, bro. But I feel like with a run game, You know what I mean? Steady offensive line, that gets better. You don't have to put the ball in his hands like that. Let's just run the fucking ball and get in there like we should. But Jeff, I mean, last but not least, of course. And then we got Chris coming in here as well. But you mean, again, Justin Fields. What do you get? 80 mil? What the fuck you get? 80, something like that. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, 100 mil for him, 3 years, I believe. Please, I mean, let us know, Jeff. I mean, how are you feeling?
What doesn't make sense to me is the Fields for the amount of money. In honesty, what has he done? What has he done in the NFL to warrant that kind of money? You know, he stunk it up in Chicago. You know, a lot of it was the personnel around him obviously didn't help him.
Right.
Yeah, he looked okay in Pittsburgh at the start, but obviously something happened where they decided, hey, we're going to go with the old guy instead, even though he was winning, and they swapped him out for Russell Wilson. And then the Jets out of nowhere, like, hey, we're going to pay you number one quarterback type money here. So come on over. You know, I just, and then people wonder why the Jets always suck, to be honest with you. They make moves like that. Now you strap yourself, you know, I mean,
yeah.
How are you going to bring in other players to help this guy out when this is what's happening? You know, when you overpay. I'm sorry, they overpaid. I'm glad we didn't get him.
Big time.
That's what he was looking for from us. Fuck that. Absolutely.
Again,
not.
like, and that was one of our, like, a lot of us said, like, yeah, let's get Justin Fields, me included. Like, I'll get Justin Fields 100%. But if I would have known that it was 2 for $80, oh fuck no.
So expensive.
We're not doing that.
Yep.
And we were all, I think a lot of us were all off of the Sam Darnold thing to begin with. I was not.
Yeah.
If we would have paid Sam Darnold 3 years, 100 mil, I know some people would have been like, you know, it's whatever. I still don't fuck with Sam Darnold to begin with. I just don't.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and just to, I end it off here. It's funny how the Seahawks swapped, right? When Geno Smith was, I believe, either the top 7 or definitely a top 10 quarterback against pressure. When throwing against pressure, he was a top 10 quarterback when throwing against pressure. Sam Darnold was a bottom 10 quarterback when throwing against pressure. So it's just like, and Geno is not going to even have to sniff the amount of shit he had to deal with in Seattle here. He's not even going to have to sniff that shit. Our best old lineman, which is Colton Miller, would be a fucking Hall of Famer compared to what the fuck they got over there, bro. I'm telling you right now. Dylan you know how much we hate Dylan Parham? That motherfucker's a Pro Bowl there. Starter.
Yeah.
In Seattle.
Yeah, you know what? As much as I've been on Parham's ass all season, I got to agree with you 100%.
He's a starter there, bro. Like, that's how bad they are. And we complain about Parham. So it's like, it's night and day, bro. Geno probably like licking his chops right now, bro. Like, I'm about to fucking go to work this year, bro, for sure.
I think fans would have been screaming today if we would have brought in Darnold or Fields instead of what. Like, let's pretend we didn't even have Geno. Let's pretend that never happened.
Right.
If we would have decided to either go with Sam Darnold or Justin Fields, and the contract word came out that that's the type of money that they were looking for and we're willing to pay it, oh my God, people would snap, absolutely snap. We're going to pay money for unproven players. Darnold had one good year. You know, one good year on a team full of extreme talent compared to what he had to deal with when he was playing with the, between the 49ers and the Jets.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like.
And this is what I don't get. Like, when people get mad with Geno, and something like at first I was like, I had to shake off and was good, my guy Chris. Of course, I had to give him the thing, and you gonna have to get the solo right now because I need to ask you about quarterbacks and all that. But
well, the thing is, I just want to tell you this. I'm the guy that you guys go on a road trip, and I can't fit in the car. So I have to get a bus or a taxi to go where you guys are going. So, yeah.
I'm like, well, my guy Chris got access like we all got access. We there, man. We here.
Another guy. So what's up, fellas?
Man, what's going on, man? Of course, man. We getting you and Jeff held us down during the immediate free agency signings, of course. But now that you kind of got some rest on it, some sleep on it. Justin Fields contract, Sam Darnold contract. I mean, how you feeling relative to the Geno contract?
You know what? When they said it was going to go, that was a shot in the dark. I did not expect that at all. I'm cool with it. And, some people complain about the third round. I said, well, is this a swap for Devontae Adams, basically? And if you look at Geno Smith's record, soon they signed him. I looked at all his records, what he done. The guy has good yards. Last season was a fluke because he had an offensive line, the offensive coordinator changed, and everything else. But if you look at his record, just go look at it. Indoor stadium record.
It's crazy.
That's what impressed me. 30
Dude,
and
wow.
Insane.
5. 30 and 5. And like I said, guess where he's playing at today, next year? In the indoor stadium with grass, good weather. So I'm happy with it. I thought we was gonna probably try to get Sam Darnold or Aaron Rodgers. I was not with that.
Nah,
I think
nah.
Sam Darnold went to what? Seattle?
Seattle.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers is mulling over the Giants or the Steelers right now. And if I was him, I'd probably go to the Steelers. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, for sure.
Me too.
Best bet, easy money. That seems like the better fit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I got a quick question for Turf.
Yep.
You just sat down with a drink. Isn't there a waiter or a bartender at that resort you're at in Cabo San Lucas, wherever the fuck you are?
I wish.
Yeah, the fuck kind of resort is that? You got to get up and get your own shit.
All right. I wish.
Hey,
You were sitting there today when you were at home and it was daylight out, so you really couldn't tell behind you. But now that it's all lit up and everything, dude, it looks like you're at a fucking resort. Dude, you got
see, we all getting to get turf money. That's where I'm at right now.
Oh, for real.
I'm working to get turf money.
We're all getting to get airline tickets to go to Turf's house and
No,
party the whole fucking
real
weekend.
talk.
It must be nice, Turf. You gotta get fly over the country,
Well,
go to
shit.
Cabo San Lucas for like
It's already there,
hours.
bro.
I'm
Turf
broke.
already knows shit. As soon as I get to Texas, I'm just putting Baby Rundown to the ring. Like, hey, you know I'm here, right? Yeah, let us in. Let us
sir.
in.
Yeah,
Get it
but,
right.
on Geno Smith note, because people say
Oh,
why
way
you
to
keep
kill the
saying
mood, Chris.
Turf. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Now,
what?
who's back?
to Chris's point, bro, and like to a lot of y'all points, this is the thing. When you look at Geno, a lot of people get mad. Like, you got to kind of immediately, like, when you hear Geno's mind, you got to take that jet shit out of your mind. Because I think a lot of people be thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, when you think about it, or even, and then, like, somebody said, like, I had to remember, he backed up Phillip Rivers for a time. Back in the day with the Chargers and shit. You got to take that shit out your minds, bro. And you got to look at recently. Over the last 3 years, this motherfucker's a top 15, top 12 quarterback. No question.
Easy.
It's no question, bro. I'm sorry. And a lot of everybody, well, why he's not even Derek Carr, bro? Look at the last fucking 3 years. Derek has even been declining. Last 3 years, this motherfucker has gotten better and better. The last 3 years, bro, and even Sam Darnold, 1 year. We've only seen 1 year. This is consistency that we've seen from Geno Smith. It ain't just we ain't paying this motherfucker for 1 year. We paying him for like a body of work that we've seen. So we gotta keep that in
Bro, did
perspective.
you mention in the chat that Geno Smith was recruited by Kelly in high school? I don't think I did. I did.
Oh yeah, because we talked about this earlier, bro. He was recruited by Chip Kelly, right? And then also had his cousin last year. And Geno was at a lot of Ohio State games. I remember they kept showing Geno and shit at Ohio State games too last year. They did keep showing him. So number one receiver uploading in 2 years. Let's
Right?
baby. Let's go.
The other thing nobody's really talked about too is, Geno Smith is what, 33, 34, right? But don't forget,
No, he's 35.
he wasn't a starter his entire time in the league, so he's got a fairly undamaged body too, if you think about it, like physically.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
If he had been a starter all this time, he'd have a lot more weight. He does not have the wear and tear on him. Basically, he's a used car model, but it's got low mileage, and you're gonna get a good amount of money back for him. Basically, is how you look at it.
Agreed.
Seattle traded him in for a newer model that's got some things in it, and we got the used model that's got some low miles, and we're gonna get some good use out of it. People gotta look at that.
Breaking news real quick, and I don't mean to cut you off. You already know what time it is, but
You're good.
Breaking news, Byron, we lost out on Byron Murphy. He went back to the Vikings, but get this, it's a 3-year, $66 million deal, though.
Damn.
That's a lot of bread, dog. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, bro, you're right. look, my guy, man. And I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I don't want to butcher the name. But yeah, bro, Gino like that Honda, that Toyota. You know what I mean? You get, when you first get in your new car, you always want the shiny shit. You know what I mean? I want the V8. I want all that. But then your parents tell you, like, nah, man, the motherfucking Honda gonna last you at least 10 years plus. You ain't gotta get shit out.
If you at least put them in an Acura, bro, not a Nissan, an Acura.
Well,
Just one step above, just one step.
Subaru.
You know what it is
Give 'em
now.
the
You go
Subaru.
to a car lot now. You go to a new car lot. Then it doesn't say used cars. It says pre-owned.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So now you got a pre-owned quarterback.
Yeah, facts. Factuals, man.
Yeah. So
Hey,
so
man.
all right. So we got a Lexus,
living.
and
living. He's
the-
rich.
I think Seattle got a fucking Pinto, is what they got.
Yeah, no, real talk. My boy Isaiah said he
Very
just paid
good.
off his Honda, man. You living like a rich man. Let me hold some of that shit. You talking about you paying that?
You borrow $100, bro.
You feel me?
Let me borrow.
But goddamn, bro, $22 million per year.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
we can't do that.
Yeah,
Bro.
no,
We can't do that.
no.
It sound good. It sound good to do it until you see the fucking money and you like, oh yeah, okay.
No,
That's just not there.
Hey,
bro.
I didn't look it up yet. I got to ask if you guys know this off the top of your head. What was the actual damage for getting Coons back? What was the final?
It was it's
One
just
year,
on
12.
12.
1
Yeah,
year.
1 year 12.
Yeah, he won. You won 12.
It's approved. It's,
Approved
I
these,
said
yeah.
earlier. I said
I didn't hear a word.
10 million. 10 million.
I didn't hear a
Um,
word anybody said. Everybody kind of just like froze and started talking. I couldn't hear anything. Like everybody
12
12.
million 1 year. 12.
12.
1 year.
You looking at 12?
Yeah.
1 year,
12.
12 mil.
1 year,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's
I
nothing
can live with that.
for him.
I
For him,
said
that's
10
good.
1 year prove it deal with incentives. That's what
That's
I
good.
say. But 12, okay, it's a couple million extra.
yeah, that's I ain't mad at that at all, bro.
Yeah. You brought
Well,
it
I
back.
think somebody might have finally talked to him and said, "Listen, dude, you're not in the $20 million a year right now. You've been out for too long. You know,
I'm pretty sure
and
he
this is
put out some
exactly what
fillers.
it is.
too.
This is
Probably.
yeah, this is a 1 year. This is a 1 year. Show me that you're still good type deal.
Mhm.
That's all.
So-
Show me what you could do with it coming back from an ACL non-contact injury.
Yeah,
Quick question.
exactly.
Were the Raiders heavily linked to Byron Murphy, or is that just like fans wanting that?
No,
Man.
that was
I don't know.
Tashawn.
I saw that first thing this morning. That was like the
Yeah.
first
So
thing that came out. That
So I
they
put
were
out a video.
talking to him.
Yeah, I put out a video this morning. Tashawn Reed at the Athletic is the one that was putting that out of Byron Murphy coming over to the Raiders, of us pursuing him. So that is probably the price tag was too much, and they're like, "Fuck that."
Yeah. Fuck
you
yeah.
know?
That was
22 mil a year. Bruh, you feel me? Like the shit sound good. All these names, like, oh man, I want this guy, I want this guy. These motherfuckers, again, they're going up to NFL teams with a ski mask and a 4.5 and saying, put it in the bag. At this fucking point, right?
But I don't hear
no
no
way.
bullshit. Just fucking
Yeah.
put the money in
Put
there.
the shit in the bag, bro. Like that's all they're saying right now because they're robbing these teams, bro.
I tell you,
they're
bro,
robbing
they're following Kirk Cousins' thing, man. I'm gonna go to each team and get paid. I ain't gonna play that
Oh,
well. I'm gonna
for
get
real.
paid
We
because of
got
my
these
name.
motherfuckers over a barrel, dog.
How you pronounce this dude's name? The David Mugilet, whatever it is, Mugiletter, whatever the case is. That the agent that he be negotiating everybody's fucking deals, bro. I think this man part of the mob or something. Ain't no fucking
Dude,
way.
he's making serious money today. Just think of the
Bro,
percentage.
Oh,
This
hell
man,
yeah.
I think it's like 4 players today. That's his today. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn, he
At
got to be part of the
10%
mob.
or 15%.
Oh,
He's
oh my
cleaning
God.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Talk
this
some
man that
serious-
lived good. He's living good today on one day. This motherfucker
No,
probably
he-
just
he
waits
made-
for free agency.
He
like
made that
Christmas.
good fuck you money is what
Oh,
he
yeah,
made
this-
today.
Oh,
this is-
what?
Hell
He
yeah.
don't probably work 364 days until today. This motherfucker's like, all right, bro, here we go.
Yeah.
Today's the day to get my bread, bro.
Yeah, he's probably let's go to the GM said, yeah, you're gonna pay this guy like 15 million, right? Right? That's what you're gonna pay 15 million. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
I'm telling you, where are the Patriots? I mean, I know the Patriots had a lot of cap space, but these motherfuckers are spending that. today.
Bro,
They-
they spent already over 100. They only had 109, I believe.
they
Damn.
They spent 100 already.
That's
Yeah,
I talked to Spence earlier. They
Do
spent
it.
100,
Yeah.
100 and a half.
With Spillane, didn't they get Milton? They got the guy from Philly. They got the D lineman. They got him.
Yep.
Who else did they sign? They signed
They
the
got
corner.
four
I believe.
Collins.
No,
Matt
they signed
Collins?
them.
Carlton
No.
Oh,
Davis.
that wasn't even with Matt.
Carlton
Collins.
Davis.
Davis was
Oh.
the big one.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
They went and got a whole half of a size ball. Yeah,
Yeah, no, real talk. Hey,
They
salute
did
to them. I mean, that's how you're supposed to
exactly.
do
They knew what they wanted. Let's put it that way. There was no.
Yeah,
hold-
And I said this too. I said, everybody thinks the Patriots are going to be trash again. I'm telling you, they were not. They were just a couple of pieces away from being relevant in that AFC East. And I'll tell you what, they made the moves so far in free agency that's pushing them towards possibly competing with, because Buffalo's the only one of any concern in that division.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Miami and the Jets are cooked. They're cooked.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both crap.
Correct.
Especially the Jets. The Jets are going to be no different than what they were with Rodgers. And
I mean, it's interesting. It's more interesting with Fields, if that's what you want to say, but because him and Garrett Wilson got some type of connection, so it's not like he's going in there and not knowing anybody. But still, it's,
Speaking of the Dolphins, they did sign Zach Wilson.
I knew
Did
that.
they?
Was,
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, we saw that. Mhm.
how much? That's what I want.
It was like for 6. It was for
What's
6.
up, 805?
6
My
mil.
God.
I
I
think
think
for
about
like
6 on
Whitmer.
mine.
Something like that. They're gonna have him.
Cool Cat said Pat's putting lobster in the chowder this offseason. Oh, you got
Oh yeah,
they getting fancy. They getting
New
fancy.
England clam chowder.
They are
Yeah.
Is it
getting
red or
fancy.
white? Red or white? I think it's red.
New England's white.
Wayne is white. Don't feel
Manhattan, New York is red. I hate the
Ah.
red chowder.
like- Yeah, I hate that red one.
I like the good old New England white chowder.
White.
Like I ain't gonna lie, Jeff. I want to see that part of the country, but it scares me to go out there, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you. Scares
Why
me.
you scared?
Bugging, man.
Hey, man. Turf know why he moved to Texas.
Oh,
Turf
I
know.
adore. I am an East Coast kid through and through, bro. I adore
I'm
it.
already
I
know
adore these, bro. I adore.
I just know I'm gonna get a certain words thrown in my direction. I'm not used to
Cold.
hearing out here on the West Coast. I'm just different way of living. That's all I know. Hey man, but real talk, bro. Some of these contracts that are getting thrown out today, I'm not. This shit's wild. Again, I said it before y'all came on, bro.
Yeah.
Wasn't everybody telling us before today, like this free agency class ain't really that good? I mean, even we said it on multiple of our shows. We were like, hey, yeah, it's all right, but it's not that many people. And now we're looking at the money that these guys are getting. And it's like, are these dudes even really worth this money? Like that, like that's the real question. Here.
Well, I think a lot of it, teams are just desperate for certain players at certain positions.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Mhm.
Exactly.
if you got the best one out there that's available, then you're
So all
pulling
you
the Brinks truck up for them, and you're
So
like, yeah, jump
Chestnut
on in,
checkers,
get
cool
what
kid.
you
Chestnut
want.
checkers.
How much is Hobbs getting from Green Bay? I didn't see it. I heard about it, but I didn't see the exact
That's just
price.
54 million.
Huh?
54 million.
Are you-
But
Who got
They're like-
54 million?
Hobbs got 54 million.
Hobbs.
Yeah. Like 48, 54, something like
If
that.
that's what they threw at him, we had absolutely no shot
No
at getting
chance.
him.
Oh no, hell no! What?
No, we was
I
going
thought it was
away.
48. I thought he got 48 million.
Even
I thought
That
that's
team
too
is
much.
still bad. I don't give a fuck what it is. 48, 54. I'm not giving them none of that.
For a
3
guy that's
years,
early
4
on the
years,
field.
stuff like that.
Jeez. All right,
But you could tell, right? Even though they gave him that amount of money, you could still tell they thought of, even the NFL teams thought about what we were all saying about his availability. Because even though he got, I'm looking, I think it is 54. He got 54. Only 12 of that was guaranteed. So that should tell you what they thought about his availability
Yeah,
and all that extra, bro.
100%.
They were like, nah, bro, you're gonna have to only 12 million that is guaranteed. That's a
Yeah,
shitload of
12 million.
incentives. That's a
Yeah.
shitload of incentives.
Yeah, that's pretty ugly.
That's too much.
We can still get my guy Javon Holland. That's what I want.
But he's still out there.
Shaq Griffin.
We can still bring Amari Cooper in.
Yeah. Or Diggs.
Who want Amari,
Oh,
man?
no.
Everybody want
I heard Keenan Allen might come. Supposedly. That's the word.
Ooh.
He's definitely
Come with a first aid
Yeah,
kit.
he's
It's real
definitely-
fucking weird.
Yeah, boo. I want that. I'm done with all the old shit.
That's
Yeah.
a bird on the street, man. I'm just don't
Hey,
shoot the messenger.
Hey, Jay, let me ask you a question. How is it gonna get to Allegiant Stadium? An ambulance or what?
I don't know. Apparently, he's a Raiders fan. I don't know. This kid wants to fucking come ball out of here.
Hey man, at this point, man, that picture don't mean shit to me no more when he with that goddamn in and out cup. That shit looked like that shit was taken on the flip phone. I was shit on my that's old.
on a flip phone.
That's old.
Yeah, hilarious.
Free agent wide receivers are always a bust. I agree. We don't usually do that good with free agent wide receivers. Our history's not that good.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's really
Man, we did a couple of them, but not too many. Don't forget
we're
Rice.
better at drafting our own dude and just letting
Don't
our own
forget
dude do
Rice.
our own thing.
Rice.
Yeah, Rice.
Crabtree.
Like that, bro.
If we just put into perspective the last 24 hours for what we did, I think we kind of hit a home run if you look at it. Look at the big picture. So last night we sealed up Butler. That was huge in itself right there.
Yeah.
That right there, as far as I'm concerned, is the biggest move we made. Thank God.
Yes.
Then we solidify and bring in Chen, and then you re-sign Kuntz. I mean, just those three moves alone, and they're all defensive moves. All three of those moves alone already made our defensive side of the ball just as good last year, if not elevated a little bit with the bringing in a Chen. You know,
Yeah.
so already, in my opinion, I think it's already been successful for us in free agent because we retained two guys that we were hoping to, and you brought in a guy that I think is better than the other two that we let go or we didn't bring back.
100%.
Not by much, but he's still better. You know, so
Still need a
people have
corner.
to look at the big picture, not be upset that we lost Spillane, we lost Mooring, we lost Hobbs. You know, you still retained two big corner pieces of what we needed on the defense. The front line is what we really need to make sure we stay beefed up.
For me, bro, I'm just and damn, no, we didn't. Godwin was another one, bro. When I saw the amount of money he got this morning, I knew we wasn't doing that shit. Oh yeah, bro.
No.
And I wanted Chris Godwin, but he got 66 mil too. I'm like, oh no. Mm-mm.
He stayed with his squad, right? He stayed
Yeah, he
with.
stayed with the squad.
Yeah.
Stayed with the squad.
Yeah.
That was the only one.
Appreciate it,
I was
Ryan.
like,
I
man.
appreciate it.
As soon as I saw that, it was over. Raider
I'm gonna
Ryan,
say-
man, remember, appreciate it.
I'll mention something about Chen. So after they signed him, I went and watched some tapes on film. You know, a lot of those things, he didn't play really safety. He was playing more like a Mike linebacker.
Yeah, he was.
Just the way he was out on the field, he was playing like a Mike linebacker, backer. And the dude can't tackle. Ain't no Jack Jones. I'll just whip my tackle, or what's that guy? Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters, yeah.
That dude will hit you, and he tackles. So I'm happy with that. You know, somebody that can hit the running backs, hit the tight ends. I think we won. For the price we paying, I think we won.
Yeah, my other take on all this too that's happening right now, based on who we've re-signed, you know, who we're going to try and possibly still bring in. This is now, I think, telling me that number 6 pick is either going to get traded back, like we're either going to trade back into the, back further back in the first round, accumulate more picks, or we're going to. I don't think we're going quarterback now, to be honest with you. I really don't. Some
I
people
think
will argue that point, but there's still too many holes on the defense. We're still going to need a cornerback back there. We're going to need a linebacker for sure now that we lost our number 1 guy, Spillane. You know, so does that mean we move back a little bit in the first round and we grab a guy like G.R. Campbell,
No.
and not do the quarterback? I mean, you got to do something.
I just
I don't think that's it. That's
practice
just,
patience, Jeff.
there's there. More than likely, you'll probably grab him.
You're gonna take him. I don't care what you say.
But the way it looks now, Cleveland or somebody going to take him now.
So what are we going to do for linebacker though? That's
I'm sure
right now where our defense our glaring weakness.
Yeah, I'm sure they're looking at that right now.
Well,
They're gonna need. Go ahead, Chris.
so what I think is going to happen is that there's no quarterbacks there. There's going to be a major run on running backs probably in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round. And in that round, we can get at least a running back and a linebacker because they got a few good linebackers there. Because like I mentioned, I'm a USC fan like this young guy down here at the bottom. I watched Pete Carroll for years. He likes side-to-side linebackers.
Right.
He likes the one that go from sideline to sideline.
Right.
Spillane don't do that. He's a downhill linebacker.
Correct.
So they're going to find a line with speed. I wish we would have got Greenlaw, but they paid him a lot of money for that, so that's fine. But they're going to find a linebacker that goes sideline to sideline that can cover. So that's why I probably explain walk.
Yeah, they'll find a veteran that won't have to play every down and get somebody in the draft for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, still got
There's
Bernie
no
and
option.
and Gainer.
And you don't have to move down.
Yeah.
I just think if we still take quarterback, I don't care who it is at 6. I think we're hurting the team. I really do.
I don't
Because
that
your gut
person's-
tells you, right, Jeff?
I mean, all I can say is look at the Green Bay Packers. I mean, the blueprint is wide open. I think that's why you notice. Well, they tried, meaning the Falcons tried to do the same thing. It just didn't work out because of Cousins. But I mean, it goes back from Aaron Rodgers to Love. I mean, that's over what, 2 decades of them never having to worry about quarterbacks. I mean, Love sat for 5 years. I think Rodgers sat for 3 or 4 years. So, I mean, if you don't want to ruin a quarterback and you really want them to truly get comfortable in your system, it's the right thing to do. I mean, and we all know Geno is not playing till 40 as a Raider. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming. So why not let that guy sit for 2-3 years? It's actually thinking long term instead of this short term. We need to win now, in my humble opinion. That's really what I think. And Tom has said it a million times. I mean, I don't think Tom's lying when he tells you that he hates the fact that they throw quarterbacks in and they're not ready.
Yeah.
So
I think the difference with the Green Bay situation is that the position that Aaron Rodgers, they chose Aaron Rodgers, and the position they chose Jordan Love was deeper in the first, not at 6. I think at 6 is just a super valuable pick. That's why I would trade back as well to accumulate more picks, as well as you can still possibly get a later quarterback, because 6 is super high to have your guy still sit, no matter who it is, if it's Ward or Cam.
that's a very valid point.
What pick was JJ McCarthy? Was he at 8 or something like that?
11. I believe they traded up to. Oh wait, no, they came from 11. They traded up.
Yeah.
They traded up to get him. I know they traded up to 8 for the Falcons to get.
Yeah, so he's an 8 pick.
So I think it was 11. I'm pretty sure it was 11 they traded up for.
I'm just sitting here as you guys are talking. I'm watching Rundown over there with Baby Rundown, and I'm like, dude, that's just awesome. I could just see you playing around with him and everything. And I'm like, dude, that's just fucking awesome. I love it.
It is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. That's this man. Every time I put him down, he getting mad. So I gotta hold him until his mama get here.
Cliff probably thought I was smiling at what he was saying. I mean, I was listening to what he was saying, but I was smiling at you, watching you. I was like, dude, this is awesome.
This man getting pissed every time I put him down. Though. So we gotta roll with the show, man. We roll with it. So let's go ahead. Let's talk the topics then. So I mean, I see people. I don't understand why people say like, "Oh man, Stewart won't sit. He ain't gonna sit." I mean, like, dog. Like, the personality is one thing, but y'all got to take that shit out of it, bro. At the same time, like, if he feels like the best situation for him is to sit 1 year, and Dion feels that way too, that's what they're going to do, bro. Like, that's what's going to happen. And not only that, you got to remember who our coach is. Sure, this year, Geno is the starter. But guess what? Next year, that shit's open. If Geno loses, bro. And that's been Pete's MO for years. He did that shit when Russell Wilson came in, bro. And he will do it again. That's what he did.
Get that USC. He did
it at USC,
Exactly.
bro. That's what he will do. If he drafts Shedeur, maybe this year you can say Mulligan. But I guarantee you next year, Geno don't just lock the job up after that, bro. Like, it's going to be a competition. He going to open that bitch up.
And see, that's what Carr didn't have when he's all 9 years. He had no competition. It was a presumptive start every year. Nobody pushed him. Nobody challenged for his job. So if you're comfortable in your job, you don't have to worry about the new guy coming in.
And for the record, Yeah, I don't think that Shador is going to be there at 6 anyways. I don't
Me
think
either.
Will. I
I
don't
think
think Cam will. I think
Yeah.
all of this nonsense that everybody's hearing is totally to throw whoever off their scent that would believe this foolishness that they're going to fall out of the top 3-4 picks. It's just that doesn't even make common sense. Somebody's going to trade up. Those are the two guys that are absolutely going to be considered the quarterbacks of this draft. And it is what it is. You know, I mean, I don't know. And that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to pay for and deal with. You
Yep.
know, every year the draft, there's got to be a quarterback, and these two guys are it. And you're
So
just
what's
kicking
our
the
biggest need? I mean, so what's the biggest need now? I mean, I would still take Shador 6. I don't give a fuck. But though, still there is needs now. Now that free agency is still, you know, is going underway, and we're getting some
Still going
signings.
through it. Mhm.
I mean, shit. I mean, linebacker is huge now, but I don't
Linebacker,
think you
Yeah,
can.
linebackers.
I don't
Linebacker
think you can
now.
take a dude. You can't take no fucking linebacker at 6. It's
There's
just
not one
there
at
is
6. No, not
No.
this year.
There's
Not
only
one.
one. There's only one I might entertain, but he don't really play linebacker like that, and that's like Jalen Walker. Like that motherfucker's like edge. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's
Yeah.
not really a linebacker. He more like rushes the passer.
That's
So-
guy from Alabama. Over in Georgia.
Dude from
Georgia.
not dude from Georgia, but dude from Alabama I like, but I don't take him that high.
Not at
that's
6, no.
too
No,
high
not
for him.
6.
That's why I was suggesting, you know, do we now move back in the first round? Like trade out at number 6 and move back?
if
Gain an
Mason
extra
Graham
pick.
is there, or if T Mac is there, I think we pick one of those guys too.
Yeah, I think it's a game time decision, honestly, because
It is.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much shit
you
is
just
going
step back
on.
and
You
what
got to
happens.
see how the first couple picks, you know, fall out. Like to me, the Jets, I think, are going to be aggressive and try to trade up because
Real
those
quick,
guys.
real quick. We
Go
got
ahead.
some news. We got another signing.
Let's see.
Lonnie Johnson Jr. The Raiders have signed to. Let me see. Let me look at the goddamn. He's with the Panthers. I'm not seeing the contract sources so far, but he's a safety. He's not a corner. He's a safety. So we signed a safety from the Panthers. Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Lonnie Johnson Jr. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Lonnie Johnson Jr. Now
Oh,
I
he's-
ain't gonna lie, we did need to sign another corner because Chin ain't he's not no like middle
Oh yeah,
field type of safety. That's not what he is. Chin
Hmm.
Chin is like our guy Chris said. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's more of I might play nickel, but I'm gonna get in that linebacker shit because he's that big. Like
Yeah.
so, we need somebody that's gonna play that over the top. I don't know if this is gonna be the guy, but maybe you sign him for.
You
damage.
said Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Yeah, Lonnie Johnson.
Lonnie
Jr.
Johnson Jr.
corner,
Okay.
huh?
Nothing about him.
I
Yeah,
had never even heard
honestly, I don't either.
Not good.
I heard the name, but I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
doesn't
much
make
about him.
sense to me. I don't know what. Not
This
as a
dude's old.
safety.
He's 29.
As a safety, he's a safety. We just
Yeah,
signed.
Corner.
I don't understand.
Hey, Chris. I mean, not Chris. Hey, Turf, bro. We got to fuck with him, bro. He went to San Bernardino Valley.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
he went to San Bernardino Valley, man. We might have to fuck with him.
Okay.
And he went to Garden City.
Wait a minute. So you tell me that
He
the
went to
Raiders,
Garden City.
Yeah, he
so-
went to Garden City.
the Raiders are signing Pete Carroll's D back room.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
Pretty much.
He's
Right.
built that Legion of Doom, but for the
Yeah,
Raiders.
that's exactly what he's doing.
Because this
29
dude's
years old.
6'2", 213.
Yeah, he
Um,
went
Yeah,
Man,
pretty
that's
big,
it.
bro.
That safety gonna be crazy. 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". Jesus.
That secondary got some fucking
That's-
size to it, dog. It's got some
Ain't no-
size to it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Turp, and no receiver gonna want to go down that middle.
at all. Not even a little
Hey,
bit.
I know y'all. I mean, I know y'all saw some of the clips of what Jeremy Chin does bring as far as the
I
physical
saw it.
talent.
I watched
He brings the wood, pause.
That's why I say he's like a mini. He's like a linebacker, man.
That motherfucker's different.
And the one thing about his tackling Turf and Run and Jay and everybody else, when he tackles, he doesn't just hit you. If he hits you down because he's so big, but when he
Right.
tackles, he wraps you up.
Yes. He wraps up.
He wraps up.
But see, that showed when we looked at like even earlier in the show, right? Like before everybody hopped on, we looked at Trayvon's stats, and then we looked at Chin stats. He had like damn near 15 to 20 more solo tackles, like between him and Merrick, which only shows like he's a stronger tackler at the point of attack, right? I mean, if your solo tackles are higher, right? And you're looking at that, bro. That means like you ain't getting no fucking help. It's you one-on-one. And I need to see how many times you can bring that. You're not getting shook off the first contact and all that. He was doing his thing last year, bro. He was doing his thing.
Yep. I agree.
My man said Raiders gonna sign Bobo next. That was funny. That was funny. Desert Raider been pissed all day, but you got it down. That was funny. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, the Panthers, nobody. There's no reason to watch them.
Yeah,
No
ESPN does say cornerback, but then another place says
that makes me feel better though, to be honest, because that's what
one place said just safety. Then
I'd much rather, I don't know why we got another safety. Now corner, I feel a whole lot.
No,
better.
it says corner. I got corner on.
Yeah, I feel a whole lot better.
He's 29 though.
I think Carolina has a plain safety, but it says corner here.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
This is cornerback, but
he's not young. Shit,
how
he's
big
old,
is
though.
he? 6'2"? What's the weight?
6'2". They didn't show the weight.
213.
Oh, he's over 200.
200.
He's
Yeah.
over 200.
Oh yeah, I like him. I like him already.
Like Chris been saying all day, bro. Pete Carroll gonna find him some size when it comes to this shit right here.
Yeah.
I told you what he gonna do.
Pete Carroll gonna find him some size.
He did the same thing in Seattle. Did the same thing in USC.
Okay.
He made sure you got them big boys out there.
So can we say this then? If we're saying this about the corners, right? Because Pete's gonna do that. So can we say the same thing about linebackers? Because with Pete always been had some like solid linebackers too.
Oh, 100%, way more
yeah.
than solid, above average. Like
Even when Bobby left, he still had some dudes that came in right after and took the place, bro. I mean, he's always had some linebackers now. So can we be that worried about what he's
I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried.
He's looking for those quick linebackers. You know, those quick side to side linebackers. That's what he's gonna look for. There's that one guy that plays that he didn't get that much time. Mwaga. Am I saying that right?
Mwaga,
Yeah. He's one of those type of guys Piero likes. Those side to side, like put his nose in everybody's business. That's what he wants.
Good tacklers. That's what I get from Pete Carroll. Fucking linebackers are good
All
tacklers.
day. Great defense. Great defense. You're not gonna beat Pete Carroll on some wild offense.
No.
I bet you Patrick Graham probably like, yeah, he's probably salivating right now. Say, oh, I can do a lot with this.
I mean, I'm just looking at who's still available right now for linebackers. I mean,
Hey, and Pete, I trust.
I know
on that.
they've got them listed as linebackers, but they're kind of like edge rushers. You got Von Miller, you got Matt Judon.
Yeah, we need stand-up linebackers.
We need a mic.
Yeah, we still need to decide. We haven't heard any news on what we're doing with Chase on. That has been like non-existent today.
Yeah.
I think he's probably still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we get that done, honestly.
I mean, for inside linebackers, Isaiah Simmons.
I said that earlier.
Campbell.
I said earlier. Isaiah Simpson.
That's somebody that Run named earlier.
Pete will
poop out a linebacker. I'm telling you, bro. Like he's had some gems, dog. He's had some guys.
It's the last position I'm worried about. He'll find it.
He's had some guys, running backs. He's had running backs and linebackers, dog. Like he's always had that. So can't be too mad. I can't. I trust Pete when it comes to looking at that linebacker talent. Looking at that. And even so, some of y'all look. I'm gonna break it down right now because we might even do a draft show. All of us on there. If they pass on Genty at 6, there's gonna be some people calling John Spytek and Pete Carroll fucking idiots. They're going to. I gotta see it right now.
They're gonna probably tear up the household. They're gonna tear up their house.
Yeah, they were tearing Spytek earlier.
Again, I've seen Pete have running backs a lot. He traded for Beast Mode. This motherfucker didn't draft Beast Mode. He traded for him.
Exactly.
So he knew exactly what he was looking for. John Spytek, again, I'm going to continue to say it's on purple in face. 10th leading rusher in the league, 4th round last year.
Right.
Why do I got to do that at 6 when I just had success a couple years previous in getting running backs off the street or in late rounds and still giving me success? It just makes no sense.
And plus, with that point, there's a lot of running backs. In this draft. So it's like,
bro, come on.
Besides Geno Smith, did we even sign a free agent offensive player yet? Kappa, that's right. Sorry.
Kappa.
No, I
Meredith,
definitely don't want to. If we take Genty at
Meredith,
6, I'm sorry. That's just. I think that's a dumb move.
it is.
That is a dumb.
Definitely agree. I
It
think that
is.
is
I mean,
a dumb-
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he might be the best running back in the draft, but man, you could nail 2 running backs further on in the draft, and still be just as good, if probably not better.
And
Right.
again,
Thinking
hey,
about
Turf,
that
bro,
one,
I've been
yeah.
saying this, and y'all can agree or disagree with me, but I'm glad Turf is on here. You don't just fix a bad running game by saying I'm going to plug in a running back and saying the shit's fixed. That's not how the shit works.
Yeah,
That's just not how the shit
No.
works. You have to fortify the offensive line, the structure. Now we got the play caller, I believe, that's going to run the ball successfully. That was one piece. That's cool. Now we still got questions on the interior. We got to fucking get that right. Some of y'all don't even like DJ Glaze and want to replace him year 2. And y'all
That's
want to take
I've never heard that one. We need guard.
I haven't heard that one. That's for sure.
Yo,
Whoever it is fucking crazy.
after last show, I've had mad comments that like, yeah, bro, I would take Mimbu at 6. Mimbu at 6. Take Mimbu. I don't know. Move Glaze to guard. Take a tackle. Bro,
What is the deal? Where's the hate coming from, though? From
I
the
don't
stat.
understand.
He probably had one of the
We get
best.
bored.
Yeah, he had one of the best rookie tackle seasons of all rookies.
Like you said,
Yeah,
he's a rookie too. That's the thing. He's a rookie. It's his first year in the NFL. Usually tackles don't develop for like the second, third year. They start getting better. He jumped out and did it.
And see, this is where I don't get angry at this, but it's like, look, y'all say that, but if he becomes Saquon 2.0, y'all be biting y'all tongue. Hey, guess what? When Saquon won his Super Bowl, was he with the team that drafted him? You let me know.
yeah, exactly. You wait
No,
3 or
right?
4
And
years.
where did they take him? Where did they take him?
Bro, after that tape, you're supposed to drop the mic.
You feel me? Bro, and guess what? Saquon is a better running back than Ashton Genty is coming out of college. I don't want to hear shit
Yeah.
about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shit about that.
not even close.
damn, hands
Not even
down.
close.
If
dog.
Saquon
It's
would have
not
played
even
in the
close.
Mountain West, if
He'll
Saquon
have-
was in the Mountain West, he'd have had 3,500 yards. Bro.
Like,
I'll say
Bro.
4,000 yards in one season.
What? And I know LV remember this, dog. I remember it vividly. When this motherfucker played USC that year and he
The Rose Bowl
returned
game?
that kick, I said, oh my God, bro.
I said the same thing. We're gonna have a day. We're gonna have a fucking day.
Different.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
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 And he went off too.
Yeah. And what did he go pick 2? Well, overall, he went 2nd overall. I think so. I think
Third?
Saquon went second or 3rd overall, bro.
Yeah, some definitely.
I can tell you right now, the Giants are saying, bro, that's probably stupid. Looking at it now, because we weren't we didn't have the infrastructure yet to take a player in that nature. Now, when he went to the Eagles, guess what? Everything's built. We ready. Shit, God, you the last piece, motherfucker. You come over here, bro. That's all we need. For real, for real.
Mhm.
That's what. And then everybody be like, well, bro. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, just he was the last piece of the puzzle for them, dog. Like, and if Genty goes to a team, let's say he goes to, let's just throw a bullshit team out there. Let's say he goes to the Bears, right? Fuck it, he goes to the Bears, or he goes to a playoff contending team, like the motherfucking say he goes to the Commanders or some stupid shit like that. You're gonna sit there. I hope he's like Saquon Barkley. He better be. If you pick him there, he better be. If he's not, then that's a fucking disappointment. But if he goes to a team like us, dog, it's going to be more of a struggle. I'm just be honest with you. It's going to be more of a struggle.
We're not ready for him.
Who was it that said that about
We're not ready.
about running backs where you can't you don't draft a running back early because you don't want a good running back until your team is ready for him, basically, is what I forget who it was and how it was
100%.
worded. Nate, you help me out.
I heard that.
It might have been
honestly,
Daniel
I don't know
Jeremiah.
what
I think it was
Someone
Daniel
said
Jeremiah. He might have
That
said that
sounds
because I
right.
seen him say
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
what
right.
it was. It was Jeremiah saying it. Somebody in
Bro,
one of our
that's true.
shows reiterated that. And when I sit back and listen to what he actually means, it makes total sense. Because you're going to waste a running back's early parts of his career when your offense is not ready for him. So you plug and play, inferior running backs until you're ready to go out and get that bona fide number one type running back, because that's like the last piece of the puzzle you need.
It really is,
You
bro.
know,
On
to get
offense,
a guy
that's it. That's it.
Yeah, to get a guy like Genty right now, you're gonna waste his talent. And the Giants did exactly what Daniel Jeremiah was saying. The Giants
Yeah.
drafted him before they were ready for him, and he sat there basically. Yeah, he had great career, great seasons there and everything, but he was in a purgatory hell until he went to the Eagles. I mean, he was a different player this season. You could see it.
And
Right.
guess
You
what?
know?
Did we
hurt.
not just? Why are
You
we not
get-
going to learn from our mistakes? Did we not just
Yep.
fucking make the same mistake
And we did
last
the same
year?
thing with Josh Jacobs. Yep.
We weren't
Yeah,
ready
also-
to take Josh Jacobs at that time, dog. John Gruden took him, but we weren't ready to take a motherfucker in the first round. We weren't ready
Right.
for that. And then 3,
And also,
4 years passed. Nothing happened with it.
And also, if you didn't mention the fact that when he played the Giants, he was hurt a lot. He got hurt a lot of times. He was off in
Yeah.
a lot of
Yes.
games.
Yeah.
He got to
year,
Philadelphia. He was
They'll-
on the field every 17 games and playoffs and Super Bowl. He wasn't hurt that
Yeah,
much.
he was basically beating himself up for what? To make the playoffs one time out of his entire career with New York.
Yeah.
He goes to
Well,
Philly
he's
one
probably the
season
best
and
he
they win the
felt this
fucking
year.
Super Bowl.
And Super Bowl.
Best he felt. Like his
Yeah.
body was probably great as hell after this. And I'm gonna bring this up. And Turf, I'm glad you're here, bro. Because Turf is like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
running back brother, low key, bro. Like when we be talking about certain things, I be
Yeah.
getting mad. Like,
Bro, I'm so
Dog.
glad you said that, Brenda, because I was literally, I swear to God, me and Rundown got a wild action. I was literally about to interrupt and say, we got to address Steve DeLuna because it's not, it's apples and oranges. Marshall Faulk was under 200 pounds and a complete different type of running back than Janty. Janty is a full-size 210 solid every down you expect right out of college. I sat and watched Marshall Faulk with my own 2 eyes. I saw it. I saw him. I'm letting you know he was just different in general across the
Thank you.
board.
thank you.
So they're not even in the same field. I mean, I know everybody is so amped up on Janty, but I can assure you, my guy, that Janty can't hold Marshall Faulk's job.
Bro,
I mean,
I had
it ain't-
somebody on Twitter. I will bring it up. I had somebody on Twitter tell me nobody knew that Barry Sanders was going to do what he did out of college.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
When having the discussion about Genty, I'm like, about that. And they're like, nah, he's like Barry Sanders, and nobody knew what he was going to do outside of college. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, he's
That's
a
crazy.
very standard.
Nah, that means they definitely don't know football.
They
But
I,
I-
Oklahoma
he did it-
State.
I
He
assure
did in
you.
the pro. He did in Detroit just exactly what he did when he was in Oklahoma State. There wasn't a change to his game. He was the same guy that he was in college when he hit the pros, and he was
But
just
guess who he
out.
played? Guess who he played behind? He played behind somebody at Oklahoma State before he became a
Yes,
star.
exactly.
He went
So it
there.
wasn't like he got to the freshman and then started running crazy. He had to wait 2-3 years.
Yep, behind Thurman
He
Thomas,
wasn't
right? It was
Yeah,
Thurman
Trevor
Thomas.
Thomas.
you know.
That shit, bro. Like that is what irritates me about the running back conversation. Like we see a great running back, but then people get mad when we say like there are tiers. Like there are tiers. We've all seen.
Oh, yeah.
We've all
Right.
had a lifetime of running backs I've fucking seen, bro, that I've named plenty of times. I just don't feel like that's the point we're at right now, bro. Like it just don't make no sense. It just
Bro,
don't make
we
no
gotta
sense.
get a turf and rundown show, bro. That was too eerie. How I'm telling you, I was about to interrupt for you to put that up there, and you put it up.
Yes, bro. It just
there.
kills
It
me
was
when people.
itching, it was itching at me. I was like, oh, I gotta say something about this before we go.
And this is not diminishing the talent, bro. But at the same time,
Right.
it's like, watched it. We've seen it, motherfucker. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me, bro. Like LV, a USC fan,
right.
is what you saw from Genty comparable to Reggie
No.
Bush? Is it
No,
comparable?
no,
way.
No, I'm a
Absolutely
USC fan
no
too,
way.
bro. Hey, I'm a long time USC fan.
There you
You
go.
Talk to
USC
me.
always
Is it
had
comparable? Is it
Hey,
comparable?
None. USC always was called running back U at USC for years. For years called running back U. They developed all these running backs.
Yep.
There's no way. He's not no Reggie
vouch
Bush.
for that. I can vouch for that. I
And
saw
I
Reggie
can say
Bush.
one more thing. Nothing, not to knock the Mountain West.
Yeah,
That's the
Exactly.
conference, even the Big Five conference.
right.
So he
What-
really ran against big competition. What he did didn't do much.
right.
Thinking they played Oklahoma State or somebody. He didn't need. Oh, he got 100 yards. Yeah, he had to struggle to get there. He had to run like 45 times to get 100 yards.
Right. No,
I'm
I
putting it
don't.
on record.
Kids-
Yo,
I was just going to bring that up.
Yo, I'm
Jack,
out.
are you
I
talking
got-
about the guy that's
All
on
right,
the
Jay.
Wild Wild West
I gotta
show?
go.
Because if
I gotta
that's who
go.
you're
I gotta
talking
go.
about,
I gotta
that
go. I
guy
gotta go.
Oh,
has
hey,
no
Jay,
clue.
Jay,
Gotta
hey,
go.
much love, bro. You gotta do a show. I know you gotta do.
Later,
I gotta
Jack.
do a show, but I got dinner right now. I'll be on in
Oh yeah,
about
go ahead,
2
bro.
hours.
Yeah, go do your family thing. Go do your family
All
thing.
right, later, guys.
Later, Jay.
Appreciate you.
What the fuck was that with the balloons in front of turf?
You didn't know,
That's
man.
it,
I got all
bro.
kind of effects in this piece, homie.
There you go.
Holy
My bad,
shit.
got-
They see on here like.
Hey, Jack, I know you're not saying this, bro, but
Oh, Jay,
I know
ain't
you're not
sitting in
saying
his
this, Jack. I don't know if
backyard.
Jack is saying this, bro, but this is blasphemy in my opinion. This is blasphemy. It's blasphemy.
Insane.
I don't see this at all. At
Not
all.
even close.
Not even remotely close,
Not
bro. They're
even
naming
close.
dudes that, and this how you just know, man, and understand people really don't have a clue of the running backs of yesterday. They just don't understand. It's so black and white to me. I mean, y'all have no clue. Y'all naming literally the creme de la creme that's
Thank
ever
you.
touched the football
Yeah.
field, bro.
Yeah, see, we
Jay
watched
and Tomlin,
Me-
come on, bro.
me and Jeff. I know me and Jeff for sure. I know me and
crazy
Jeff
stuff.
for sure. Me and Jeff sure. You also Turf. We watched running backs when running backs was a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all it's
Yeah.
about. Running backs. It wasn't about them passing. It wasn't about that. It was about the running backs. I've seen all of them. You can't compare him to the guys you listen. No way possible.
I know exactly who Jack's talking about, and I've heard that guy's takes on all this stuff before. And this is definitely way off base. I mean, this guy doesn't, and this is a supposed bona fide 100% Chiefs fan, just like we're all Raider fans. This
Right.
guy doesn't know shit. I'm sorry. I've seen it many times, and this guy has horrible takes on the
again, bro.
Chargers.
Like this, we all understand how talented Genty is. Is he
Right.
a good player? Yes. But what we are just saying is, at the point that we are at as a team, we're not at that
Right.
point. Right?
Right.
To
No.
take advantage of the skill set. We can
Right.
take advantage of his skill set, bro. If we had a fucking offensive line, we hoping O's is as big as my guy who paid off his Honda. You know what I'm saying? We opening holes. Be it, bro. Like, so be it. You take that motherfucker immediately because he's gonna make us better, bro. But honestly, he's gonna have to do more work than what he needs to do right now. And a lot of y'all are like, oh man, well, we had Josh Jacobs 2 years ago. If you really, really look at the film, Josh had to do way too fucking much that year
Yeah.
that he led the league. How many times did he have to break 2 tackles in the backfield and
He
spin
led
away
the
and do all this?
league in broken tackle percentage, yeah, for
And
a
then
you
long
saw
time
it.
because the Raiders' offensive line was so bad.
And
Yeah,
Nate,
and
and then
effective.
tell everybody after, Nate, what happened the year the motherfucker had to lead the league in broken tackles? He didn't play that many games after that year, did he?
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly.
It's all about the fit right now. If I get a motherfucker in the 3rd round, that's not that much of investment. All right, you say what it is. If he's good, so be it, bro. So be it. He's good. But guess what? If he's bid or he's whatever, it is so, bro. 1,000 yards is only 65 yards a game in today's NFL. Let that
Yeah.
sink in. So
You know what? Someone commented on Reggie Bush crazy in college. Okay, you can say Reggie Bush, but like I said, being that young cat over there, for UFC fans, I watched the UFC longer than he has. Reggie Bush is crazy, but you know what else they had at USC at that time? A guy named Leonard White, the
White,
bruiser.
yep.
Leonard White would go in there and beat up the linebacker because he was a big bruiser. Would beat the linebackers up, could beat the safeties up. So when he come out, Rich Bush going there, and everybody's like, and Rich Rice got murdered. He had a bruiser
Yeah,
and a
exactly.
speedster.
yeah.
No, Lindell
Lindell White.
is all right, bro. Lindell White, like, shoot, he got drafted pretty high from what I recall.
Yeah, he did.
3rd
Yeah.
round,
In the first.
4, but
Yeah,
he
he ran
was.
out.
He just died a little bit earlier than most.
He
We're
led
gonna talk
his
about,
team
like-
in touchdowns. He like Reggie Bush didn't lead those
Did he?
teams in touchdowns.
No, it's Leonard
Lindell
White.
White did.
Was
Leonard
Lindell
White
White.
did.
And so if we're gonna,
Leonard,
like, talk about
Leonard White
this-
was that if you need 5 yards,
Go
he'll
ahead.
get you 7. But Reggie Bush is one of the
Yeah.
guy like you need 5 yards, he'll run for 40.
Yeah,
He had the splash. That's a West Ridge Rival is so popular because he had that splash plays.
We just
But
gotta
that's weird.
keep it to like, bro. If a top 10 team takes Genty, if the Bears take him, I wouldn't blink. What they
I
just did.
froze.
We lost right now. When did the Bears pick?
Tell you in 1
That's a
second.
good question.
Yeah,
The
what-
Bears made some moves today, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, they
I'll
did.
tell
They
you
showed
what,
that.
they did what they
Did they
needed
really?
to. They
What they-
showed up that front line on
They
got-
offense for sure.
Yeah, on offense and defense, they got
Yeah.
Grady
They
Jarrett.
picked number 10 rundown. I mean, turf. They picked number 10.
Okay. I could see Janty being picked at 10. That makes sense to me. He's
That
just
does
not a
make sense.
top. He's not a top 5, top 6 guy. But at 10, I mean, I see the Cowboys getting him no later than 12, anyways.
Yeah,
And again, I think they should be happy. I'm not saying the kid won't be a Hall of Famer.
No.
All I'm saying is he ain't going to be the upper echelon Hall of Famer or all those names we just named out today.
yeah.
He just doesn't even have the style of running that would get him that type of Hall of right. Barry
Yeah.
Sanders style is
You're on the bill,
one
neither.
of one. Yeah, he's
He's a small
all
guy.
those-
He's
like
not that
Damian Tomlinson, one of one. Like, you know what I mean? All those guys we named, they're one of ones. They no one runs like them, looks like them. Yeah.
Plus, Boise State ran the hell out of them. They put so many miles on them.
Yeah, they did.
I'm like, that's my concern. They ran the hell out of them. And they talking about, well, look at Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs didn't run that much
was
when he was there. He barely came in and out. So he had a lot of stamina left, and he was healthy. But they are really, they beat him up.
No, I agree.
I mean, especially the amount of running backs that are available in this draft. I mean, you don't need to try and hit a home
Exactly.
run on one guy like Genty when you can wait until the 3rd round and still get a top running back that's going to be your starter more than likely. And then even a couple rounds later in the 4th or the 5th, you could still get another one to complement him because we got to bring 2 in. I'm sorry, we got to bring 2 in.
Even if he goes to the greatest option, the greatest, situation that could have ever happened for him, I still don't even think he'll be the rookie that rushes for the most yards of the season.
I agree. I don't think so either.
Probably 2 or 3 other guys that are going to do way better because they're going to land on teams they had no business landing on, and it's
Yeah.
going to
Just look at this past college season, right? He lit it up during the regular season, during the year. And then as soon as they got to a bowl game, they played against who? BYU, correct?
Yeah.
And what did BYU do to him?
Shut him down.
They shut him down, and somebody busted my chops. Yeah, but he still got 100 yards. I said, motherfucker, I said he was averaging over 200 yards a game.
exactly.
And they held him to just about 100 yards in that
On
game.
30 plus carries, by the way. You got
Yeah,
No,
so now
38
if you put
38
into the
carries.
equation of NFL terms, so if he's an average 100-yard rusher, they just held him to 50 yards. You hold a running back to 50 yards, they're not winning that game.
No.
So he's not going to be running for 200 yards a game in the NFL. He ain't going to be probably running for 100 yards a game. Granted, I could be wrong and it could still happen. I get it. But he's not going to be running for 200 yards every game. Once he goes up against a top-notch defense in the NFL, forget it. They're going to shut him down, especially if you got an offense that doesn't have a good offensive line. You're putting way too much
examples.
you're putting way too much on a guy.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, there are 2 examples of the modern era of running backs getting taken in the 1st round, and it's a 50-50 hit rate. To me,
No,
I mean,
Penn State, so.
yeah, but Bijan's good, but I think at this point right now, Atlanta's probably like he's good, but
Yeah.
what the fuck have we done since drafting Bijan,
Yeah.
to be honest? The other example is Buddy from the Lions.
Jameer Gibbs.
Gibbs.
But the only reason that works is why Chris just said he had Montgomery, and that offensive line is a fucking top 5 offensive line.
Right.
So do you see the contrast? We're closer
So
to where
the
the
Lions were
Falcons
set
are.
up and ready for him,
Mm.
just like we talked earlier. The Lions were ready for that running back, and they got it.
Yeah, that's how
Atlanta
he was.
wasn't ready for the running back. Atlanta didn't even have a true quarterback either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
how he
didn't
was.
even have
Was the
like
running back.
field
They had their
running back.
quarterback, they had their receivers, the line was decent. Golf, they really get sacked that much. They didn't run back to offset that passing attack. They got it. We don't have all this line to make holes. We make holes, but they like small holes. We need to open up the big holes.
One other thing about these top running backs, man, I saw with my own 2 eyes. I saw Marion against Minnesota. I'm not so sure he's not really truly the number one running back as far as what he did in the Big Ten, as you know, over Janty in the Mountain West. So, I mean, I just want people. People really need to understand that conference makes a difference. It definitely
does. It's all about the conference.
And I mean, some of these other running backs that had to play in way tougher conferences with way less, you know what I'm saying, focus. They still came close. You know what I mean? They did what they probably averaged the same yard. You know what I mean? Like closely. It's people are gonna be shocked. I mean, this is the year of the running back as far as this draft. That's all I can say.
Ruben, you gotta pay attention, big dog. We have sat here and said we not diminishing the talent, but if the conversations we're having, this is a fraction of what John Spytek and Tom Brady are having about every single prospect in the draft. What's the value? Should we take him here? I don't fucking know. This is a fraction. So they're going to have this conversation. Now, if they come to the conclusion that Genty is the guy, we're all going to bite our tongues and so be it. But from the outside, it's not like we're just some YouTube motherfuckers up here saying it. Like there are some credible football people up here that tell you the same thing. You look at the NFL Combine and they'll literally scream that to you in the face in the Combine. Daniel Jeremiah will tell you, and all of you will sit there and say, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Crazy. It's craziness.
Yeah,
NFL people have said this.
I saw a clickbait thing that Pete Carroll is salivating over Gentry. Is he? That's not Pete Carroll's style. It's not his style. He never had that solid running back at USC, and like I said, they can verify that. He didn't have that style of running backs at USC. He had two running backs, Thunder and Lightning.
Right.
He got to Seattle. Like Ren said, when he got to Seattle, what did he do? Got beast mode. Thunder, and he had the other running back. I forgot his name. The other guy.
But the thing about even that, you're so right, Chris. The thing even about that is beast mode ain't really just Thunder. He's Thunder and Lightning with the can bounce.
Yeah, but also don't
That's
forget.
what he likes. He likes the shiftiness. He likes the ability to juke. The Reggie Bushes, right? He doesn't like a Janty is not that. Believe it or not, I might get fried by this one. But Janty reminds me more of like a Zeus style running back where he's got to kind of have that, you know what I'm saying, that lane and running downhill and hit hole. He's not somebody that makes plays like that. I've watched the kid. He breaks tackles, but he's not somebody that
he's not shifting. In other words,
he's not making somebody miss in the 3-yard radius.
No, he's not. He's going to break the tackle.
He's going to break the tackle. Yeah, you're going to definitely need the gang tackle, and that's going to be what defenses do to combat his ability. They're going to gang tackle. Yeah. They'll get up for that game, and everybody will run to the ball that game just so they can stop the rookie from getting anything. I can assure you.
Well, he's building. He's small and he's stocky, so he's thinking that's the problem. He's 5'8", 5'9".
5'9".
You got to remember too. I know people are saying that's a Pete Carroll type of move. You got to remember. All right, so Marshawn Lynch was Pete Carroll's guy. He didn't draft him. He came from Buffalo, so it's not like Pete Carroll pulled him out of the draft and said, "You're my guy." You know, he saw a guy in Marshawn Lynch playing in Buffalo and said, "That's the guy I need to complete my offense." And he went out and got him and brought him over to Seattle, and it made it work. And they were phenomenal with him. That's the difference. You're not talking about, you know, you got to look at, is Genty the answer coming out of college for this year for somebody? Yeah, he might be, but not for us. Exactly. Not until we make sure that our offensive line is set. You know, I still wouldn't trust him as our starting running back just for the what Turf just stated. You know, you need someone that's shifty. You need someone that can move. We just went through that with Zeus, where he just runs straight ahead because his ankles don't work like hinges and he can't fucking change direction.
And I watched Marshawn Lynch when he was at Cal and he played against USC. He torched the shit out of us.
Oh,
I hated Marshawn Lynch. And I said to my uncle at that time when he was alive, I said, that this is going to be all pro one day. I said that watch him torch us. I think he ran for 210 yards in one game. I'm like, this is going to be all pro one day.
Let me ask, since we're talking about the shiftiness, right?
Right.
Wait, actually, you just take that one.
Would you lose your
Oh,
kid?
dang. his grandma here actually, so she is dirty.
Oh yeah, you lost your kid. Yeah,
Yeah, his other grandma's
That's how
here
good this
for the
kid's
first
gonna be in
time.
the future. He's 3 weeks old and he already crawled out of the room.
Bruh, he already doing shit right now. He not supposed to be doing. I'm like, but really, and I'll say this, right?
Wait, hold on. Wait, you say 3 months, 3 weeks old?
Who?
You say 3 weeks old? Your son?
Month. He barely just got a month. Barely.
Right.
You know where your car keys are?
What did he say? What'd you say, Chris?
He said, you know where the car keys are.
After 3 weeks, then your car keys are.
But let me ask y'all this question. We talk about Genty, how the lack of shiftiness, which again, we're pointing these things out, but we're still not saying he's not a good running back. He's a good running back. We know that. But these are things you do have to point out when you're having the draft discussion. So if we're saying he's not that shifty, would you guys say that we would need to probably get another running back to complement the shiftiness? Would y'all say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
before
you say that, let me just finish. So what the fuck is the difference from me drafting somebody 6 overall that I need to compliment later on, or me drafting somebody in the 3rd round that I still got to do the same shit with? Like it just don't make no sense.
Make it make sense, bro.
It's the same thing, bro. If I have to compliment my 6th overall pick, which I don't have to do with T-Mac, right? He is the compliment. That motherfucker is the piece, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. So
He's the number one,
bro. Again, I would have to compliment Genty. I'd still say, we might have to fucking draft somebody in the backfield. Maybe an ETN. Yeah, maybe somebody like that we go over there. But nah, bro, I'm not giving my 5'8" running back 25 to 30 carries a game. I'm just not doing that. It's not happening.
Yeah, he won't last.
Exactly.
He won't last 5 years.
He won't last. No, he won't.
Last 5
We're
years.
not saying that, bro.
He'll be out. He'll be out in 3
And
turf.
everybody's
He'll be
gonna
out
tell
in
me,
3
oh
years.
yeah, Emmitt Smith and all these things. Bro,
That's years of the past, bro.
I'm
That's
not
a
giving this
different
man
era.
25, 30 carries right now, bro. It's just not happening.
Bro, what we're saying, OJ, is there are certain styles that fit certain offenses and types of schemes of running the ball. Some guys, like a Barry Sanders, would never have a fullback. Do you know why Barry Sanders would never have a fullback? Because of the style of his run, the shiftiness. A fullback just got in his way. That's the purpose. And that's all we're trying to point out. Nobody's saying we're guaranteeing this. No, we're splitting hairs here, pointing out the things that we can see from playing the game, knowing the game, right? And being running backs ourselves on what makes a difference. Because I definitely was not a shifty running back. I was more of a downhill Zeus, hit the hole, one move.
Right.
You might get a nice little spin move out of me here and there, but that was it. I didn't have shakes. You know what I mean?
The chat's heated up. You guys, holy shit! Did you see all these?
They're
chats
going
in
off.
here?
Bro, Charlie Garner, 5'10". Look, check this out, bro. I'm gonna read you a list of the current 5'8" running backs, and you
Bro,
tell
before
me.
you do that, you can't compare
Go ahead.
those running backs from back then to now because that was a different era. That era was a running back era.
I agree.
No pass first. It was run.
Thank you.
It was no pass. It wasn't a passing league. It was a running league. The running backs they just got paid. All of them. Everybody recruited, drafted running backs before quarterbacks. Okay, so you can't compare
Now
those slides back then.
Chris is spitting. Now tell us this, right? What's the hit rate? These are all 5'9", 5'8" running backs in the league right now. Okay, so tell me the hit rate. Amir Abdullah, he's all right, right? Michael Burton, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's not 5'8", so we keep it pushing from there. Alvin Kamara is a good running back. That's good, but he's not 5'8" either. Austin Eckler, that's more along the speed. Austin Eckler is more along the size, right? Okay, we continue. Aaron Jones is more along the size, right? That's okay. Christian McCaffrey, that's more along the size.
Yeah.
What's the thing between all three of these motherfuckers? One, they don't be on the field long, do they? They be hurt like a motherfucker, don't they? Most of them, Christian McCaffrey and Aaron Jones don't be on the field too long. I'll tell you that right now. Eckler either. So that's one comment Number two, bro, the best one out of them is Christian McCaffrey, bro. And I mean, you look at him, the impact he had with the 49ers, cool, but that's not the team that drafted him. That's not the team that drafted him. So again, bro, how many times do we have to say these things, bro?
Yeah.
Just make no.
You just want to talk about Jones, Drew.
Maurice
I
Jones was the bowling
I met
ball.
that guy at the USC Schilling game. He was there for the game. The guy is small, but he's built like a goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah, he can carry.
Built like a fire hydrant, short and
actually,
Yeah, exactly. That dude is stocky. So
yeah,
he is like bouncing off.
Carries. Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
who's
he bounced
shifty
off
in this?
now.
Travion Henderson is shifty. That's
Thank you.
shifty.
Bingo.
Thank you.
What
That's what I want.
Genty is you could say elusive, but mainly he's just breaking tackles, bro. Like that's what he does.
Yep.
Superpower, contact balance. That's his superpower. You get hit by three dudes, you do. That's the Alvin Kamara. You get hit by three dudes, you go, you still keep your balance and blah. That's the superpower, bro. It's the wrong word to use. In my opinion.
Henderson, you just not even. You can't even get a finger on. That's
I would like to get Henderson.
the shiftiness. That's the thing. You know he hit something and it's definitely over. It's definitely you're not catching him. You're not. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like most of us on here, the five of us, we're not in favor of drafting Genty in the first round at number 6. But if that's what the Raiders end up doing, I mean, we're gonna have to deal with it. It's not like we can change their mind.
Yeah, it don't matter.
You know, I'll support him and hope he's as good as everybody that's in the chat saying that he is, as far as shiftiness and all the other, attributes and everything. But if we don't pick him and we go somewhere else, I'm fine with that too. And I like Caleb Johnson. I really do.
Like
That's a guy right there, man. That's a guy. They talking about.
I mean, I would even go so far as if
man.
somehow we could finagle getting both Judkins and Henderson. I'd be cool with that too.
That'd
I mean,
be
it worked
gross.
when they were in Ohio State. First of all, I mean, they played off of each other, and look at how that turned out. If we could somehow finagle that, why not? The fuck? What's the difference?
Okay, so all that. What we gonna do with I'm not gonna call that guy Zeus no more. What we gonna do with Zamir White?
Desert Radio, you're right, brother. Thank you.
Honestly, Chris, who cares?
People know me way too well.
Who cares?
Bob,
As long as he's gone.
I'm
As long as he's gone.
It's true. We don't need that. I mean, what do we need? I mean, if you just need a body, if you just need a little body
Dude,
back
look
there.
at this fucking place.
Yeah, I know this.
Must be nice. Look at that.
Come on. It's like a
Ducky.
fucking oasis there. Jesus Christ.
Ducky, you like 20 minutes late with this news. Ducky.
What
We
is the
missed
news
this.
supposedly he broke?
You talk about Lonnie Johnson. You're like
Oh
20
my
minutes
God.
late.
Wait a minute.
We didn't-
You don't
that
have
That wasn't yesterday?
wait a minute. Turf, you don't have a butler bringing you drinks to you?
I do not.
Or
Like
that
a half
backyard
hour
works,
ago.
man. You have a butler bringing you drinks. Here's your
I
drinks.
would.
sir.
Now look, the nation gets mad at me, and sometimes I say it on Twitter too, and they get mad. They get mad when we bring up the Ashton Genty debate. Y'all really gonna be pissed when I bring up my goddamn Will Johnson take. Y'all really gonna be mad at that point, dog, because a lot of y'all,
Not me.
a lot of people on the panel already done heard a lot
Not
of
me.
it been said about Will Johnson. It's not. I don't think that's the move at 6 either. I don't think that's not the corner at least to get at 6. I don't think so. Now, hey, and guess what? How many times I said, bro, we done lost. We about to lose Hobbs.
Yeah.
We need the fucking replacement,
Yep.
dog. We need and Will Johnson is not his replacement. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Turf already know, bro. That Baron dog, he's different. That's a different animal right there. I take it. And then you're talking about if Jade Barron, you got him, Jeremy Chin, right? And maybe you get some other guy who can. They got so much versatility between the two, maybe the 3. You be able to line them up in so many spots, dog. It'd be different.
So I had a comment not too long ago. I told Jeff earlier. Well,
Kobe
Nate's
Bryant
gone,
later on,
right?
too.
Nate's gone. So I want to put Jack Jones in the slot. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Nope.
Nope. That man,
Never.
They trying to ruin that man NFL career. You put that man in the slot right there. You ain't trying
No,
to do this shit.
he can do a slot. No way.
I'll be right back.
He's not a slot player.
No.
Corner, dog. He's just not a slot corner. Then I must be watching some other shit. I'm sorry, dog. I've seen Shifty. I know what Shifty looks like.
Shifty, bro. He is a slasher. He's not a shifty dude.
Yeah, I see what Shifty look like. You feel what I'm saying?
He does not make you miss. Like he's side to side guy. Yeah.
If you're happy about, look here, bro. We're having a discussion because when you have a player like maybe Mason Graham that might be available, you do that 10 out of 10.
Graham.
You do that 10 out of 10.
I'll
Maybe
take
Travis Hunter falls, right? If Travis Hunter
Oh,
falls, I don't want to hear none of your
not even
fucking
debate.
mouths about Ashton.
We already did Travis
Not a
Hunter.
debate.
I don't want to hear that shit. Fucking
That ain't happening.
now, if you want to get mad at shit and you want to do that, fine, so be it. But I just feel like as far as what we need, we definitely need T-Mac. There's no fucking question, zero questions. I mean, we
100%.
definitely need Genty too. I mean, but I feel as far as the ex receivers that are in the draft, there is a slight gap between T-Mac
It's a big drop off.
and then some of the other guys. I
Well,
would
they
say
got
that.
a couple guys from Iowa that did pretty well.
Jaden Higgins, yeah, but like
And Higgins and the other guy from
There's
Iowa,
like
Noel.
three, maybe four, and then after
Noel
that,
did pretty
there's
good
nobody.
too. So he's decent.
But like true
I
number
would
Not
one,
early, not in the first round. Not those are like third
And
round.
OJ, we're not
fourth
saying
round, guys.
we're not saying that doesn't make him worthy, but what we're saying is that creates a role for a guy like Sincere McCormick to have to get some fucking carries. And why am I drafting a guy 6 overall when Sincere McCormick is still getting
We
carries?
We
Why?
already got him.
It just don't make sense. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, that's it. If you're gonna draft a dude that needs complementary pieces around him at 6, which Genty, I'm not just gonna give Genty 30 carries out the gate. That's irresponsible. He needs somebody else with him. And if that's the case, I can take somebody who has that type of positional value in the 3rd round. That's all we're saying.
T-Mac can come in and right out the gate get as many offensive plays that we run.
Because we have Geno. And so now you're sitting there like T-Mac can get whatever look.
But see,
T-Mac is gonna get whatever look.
we need that receiver that catches 50-50 balls. We don't have a receiver that 50-50 balls. We don't have one. I mean, Jacoby Myers is one of those constant go down 10 yards to get a catch. Fine. But when you go down a little further, we don't have that. Trey Tucker, he can't adjust on these cornerbacks. Now the cornerbacks like 6'2".
OJ, are you telling
OJ
us?
is wild. Yes, OJ is
Are you
wild.
telling us it's the opposite?
Defensive tackle.
that's
It's
crazy.
the opposite?
OJ, you have lost your mind. Bro, what are you on, bro? What is somebody get him a camera and a microphone? I don't think you're real anymore after this.
Because look, bro, I get it. If we're just gonna look at the room, like if we're just gonna say, oh, look at our running back room, like if we're just gonna say that, then
Throws again.
Yeah, dude, Mason Graham is a absolute game changer. There's only one other guy that I actually might potentially want a bit more than him, and that's that kid Robinson from Nebraska. And that's just because I got a thing about Nebraska, pause defensive lineman. But yeah, there's no question, bro. Mason Graham is 100% a game changer.
Yeah, put him next
yeah.
to Wilkins and all that. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine our defensive line? Nobody getting past that. Nobody. They got the old line goes like, well, who do we double team? We don't
Right.
have
And you rotate those, you rotate Graham.
And Max Crosby, they put a tight end on, he'll just beat the shit out of him. Yeah, same deal with Coons. And hopefully Chason come back. And Chason is a great edge setter. So what are we gonna do? Yeah, Christian come out the middle with Adam Butler maybe next to him or Mason Graham.
Exactly.
So you don't need, what we do?
Look, all I can tell you is we will never have to worry about defensive line, even depth, as well as, just scheme whatever you want to do if we added a Mason Graham at 6. And I don't think anybody would be mad about it.
I wouldn't.
I would not.
Only a fool would
Absolutely
be
not.
mad. I don't even know if he's going to be there, to be honest.
then-
That's the other thing.
Like Jeff said earlier, if we get a line like that, we can draft subpar cornerbacks. You know, they're not to be spectacular because the pressure on the quarterback can be so hard. He don't have time to throw. Then you get your picks.
Yep.
Then you get your third down 10. Oh, he's getting sacked, or you have to throw out of bounds because you're getting pressured.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking at.
But we can get a better player. Like we can get more value at picking other running backs. I'm talking to him directly right here. Graham is a luxury pick. Jenny addresses a need. Like I understand running back is a need, but we can address that later in the draft and get the same productivity. Honestly, and we would just be tied to just Genty at that point. Like that doesn't make sense at all to pick him that high.
DC,
I wish you could pull up that list you pulled up when me and Jeff was on your show that one night. That list you have pulled up with the running backs, and those running backs, a lot of them at the combine. I wish you put a list up.
Yeah,
there was at number 40, and those guys still running 4.2, 4.3s.
Yep.
And he was halfway through the list.
I understand this when he says, "Why did we pay Butler?" But understand, like Butler is better as a rotational defensive tackle. He's not
Correct.
He's not a three tackle where you just put him out there and he just does his thing. He's better as in the rotation. Don't let that negative shit get on you. Like he's a top end rotational defensive tackle. But when you got a guy like Mason Graham and you got a guy like Adam Butler and all these guys mixing and mashing, like there's endless possibility.
And Wilkins, bro, that means that nobody can get a break, bro. Nobody can get a break. Think about that as an offensive line and a quarterback. You have fresh linemen every single series, no matter how you slice it. That is, you want to talk about terrifying. That's what adding a Mason Graham type, defensive lineman would do to what we currently have. Mm-hmm. And I'm all for it. I am all for that.
Panda said it best right here at the bottom. Panda said it best. How did the Eagles win the chip? All the defensive linemen, the constant pressure.
Bro,
everybody had to focus on Jalen Carter, the one we could have.
So can we the
whole game? He was double teamed every single defensive.
Let's just take a step backwards. We showed the Eagles the blueprint, and our defense line half this line was hurt. We showed when we had that last game against Kansas City. We showed how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. We sacked them 5 times, and so they saw the blueprint. Now imagine if our offensive line was healthy with Mason Graham. My God, Chiefs gonna be shaking their boots. They'll say, Swift, sing us a song to inspire us because we're gonna win a butt all day, all night.
Yeah, Tribe. His hand fighting game is a little bit serious, and he hasn't even gotten to the league yet. So I understand you may think he could get tossed around. I highly doubt it once he figures out how to really hone that craft that he already currently possesses with his hand fighting.
I mean, football knowledge, bro. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, but if Abdul Carter was there at 6 and Ash still there at 6, are y'all taking Ashley Genty still?
Wait, if who's at 6 and Genty is?
Abdul.
Oh, yeah. I'm taking Abdul Carter.
That's a dumb question right there.
And we just signed Coons. I wouldn't.
Y'all think running back's still more of a need at that point?
And even then, like, if we're just going straight offensively, I'm still taking T-Mac as the better offense. Not that fits our better needs over Genty right now, offensively.
Yeah, because we didn't.
As
y'all can see, we don't have no receiver, bro. And we were trying to get one. It looks like we were trying to get because we were in play for Godwin too. We wanted Godwin, but he went back. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get that. We wanted DK, right? Can't get that. If that don't tell you kind of what the fuck, bro, and they're not even going after Najee, if that don't kind of tell you kind of what they're looking to get, you feel what I'm saying? Like they looking to get a receiver, dog. They need one.
I didn't know Darnold was only 6'1". I thought it was bigger than that.
Hey, Raider Lowe's though. Even
Graham was 6'3". That's what John Raider said. Arnold Donald was 6'1". I didn't know that.
T-Mac is 6'5".
He's only 6'5".
T-Mac is 6'5". So even if he struggles getting separation, all he's got to do is throw it up.
He's probably seeing the second best cover person on somebody's defense, pretty much. Right. Because I mean, shit you got to do at 89, bro. You just can't leave 89 wherever. and say, I'm not going to cover him, dog. Like, you just can't do that.
Exactly.
You can't even do it with 16 for real. Like, I'm going to be honest, bro. If Jacoby is going against your second or maybe third best corner, bro, you're fucked.
Cooked.
You're
beating.
Yeah,
cooking.
you're gonna lose that
Yeah.
one.
He's beating.
We win
He's
that
beating.
every time.
Now, if you're talking about it's a Patrick Surtain or some other shit, that's different, right? But that's why you get a T-Mac, because Surtain now, what the
Exactly.
fuck are you gonna do? Who are you covering? You have to
Surtain.
choose. And last year they put Surtain on Browers, so he can't do that this
Browers,
year.
yeah.
You're not gonna be able to do that this year, bro. So now, I take Brock Bowers versus Dre Greenlaw all day and night. I don't give a fuck how many. I love Greenlaw, but I.
Every day.
You feel
Thank
me?
you.
Every day of the week.
That's
Every day of the
barbecue
week.
chicken. That's so I take that 100%. Maurice Jones.
And I'll tell you right now, you got to look at this too. I think the coaching staff we have now is going to be able to adjust on the fly, unlike our past coaching staff.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
if they realize that they're going to put someone tight on Brock Bowers, then guess what? We're going to probably switch things up. They're going to make adjustments. Whereas we didn't do that last year.
Nope.
I mean, they were able to keep Surtain on him that whole game, and he basically shut him down. He had 4 catches. So I mean, they'll switch shit up. It's not going to stay. They're not going to stay on script. They're going to have to.
Sad to say too. I think because everybody says maybe Graham, Wilkins kind of play the same position. They kind of do. And that's why I've always said like something about Kenneth Grant. But at the same time, we do still have John Jenkins on the squad, as old as he is. I mean, his ass is still here, so that's the nose. I mean, you can
the
still sign
rotational
Spaghiello,
factor
bro.
alone. Just the
Yeah.
rotational factor alone. to keep
D-line is
fresh
the one
guys
thing
out
where
there.
you're not trying to have your guy play like all 100 or whatever the fucking snaps it is, bro. Like you don't need him
Right.
doing that on D-line. They rotate.
No.
That's all we got to do. I mean, a lot of y'all know that. I mean, y'all know what time it was. Because that's what's going on with Max, and that's why we all having that conversation right now. Like he can't be playing that many fucking snaps. You know what I mean? Like
Getting old.
yeah, bro. Especially with John and even Wilkins. I don't want coming off that injury, bro. I don't want him playing that many snaps. I don't
Right.
want
You're
Adam
right.
Butler playing. I want it to the point where in the fourth quarter now Wilkins is fresh. He's good.
Right.
Legs is right. So now we rushing and we hunting. That's that. Zachary Carter, more burn. Now trading back might be the thing, but
Go
real
with
quick
that.
before we get out of here, man, because we almost here on 3 hours, man. But boy, gotta go make me something to eat. It's a wrap.
Feel that.
So real quick, man. Before
I
we
had
do
my
get out
Chef
of here,
Boy
man,
ID. I had my baby food. I'm good.
my man said, yeah, boy, man, I'm about to go cook me a burger.
I
man.
slept
I'm
through
about to make
dinner,
a gourmet.
so that's what I got to deal with.
I'm about to make me a burger, boy. This shit gonna be gourmet. I'm telling you right now, it's over.
That sounds good right about now,
But
too.
my boy, man, let's go through the room, man. Of course, man, we appreciate all guests that show up on the rundown, however they show up. But of course, man, we got to give love to the people that did show up, man. So of course, Turf, man, let the people know what you got going on throughout the week, some of your shows and all that.
Absolutely, man. So I got Dead in the Water, man. That's on Thursdays, but I'm thinking about moving that to Wednesday. As you all hopefully should know, we got tomorrow night, the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show, 8:00 p.m. And man, I'll be able to do Turf and Run. I mean, Fridays. This Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday. So I will absolutely be on Friday nights. Ready to rumble. I don't know what we want to call it, but yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. And yeah, man, I can't wait to chop it up with all of y'all, man. I'll have everybody on this panel right now as a guest. LV, I'm gonna have you come through.
Hell yeah.
Had Chris come through, right? Jeff, you already know. So yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the goal. So
It'd be nice
Yeah.
having you back on Friday night for once in a while.
yeah, man. From the
Been too
start,
long.
Yeah,
yeah, yes, sir.
I'm
And I'll get back to all my antics, the bells and whistles and the traps. No,
Sound effects
Man,
will be
tight.
in full effect.
my guy Jeff, man. And if y'all not subscribed to Jeff, Chris, man, y'all better subscribe, bro. They be holding it down throughout the day. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like either we be working or whatever the case, they be holding it down for the network, for the for all of us that be chilling around here, man. They be holding it down, man. So Chris, Jeff, man, let us know if y'all got anything y'all got planned for tomorrow. Free agency still going, or like what y'all got planned?
Um,
What's the content?
I was planning on doing the same thing. Well, it's gonna be a little fucked up for me tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment 2:00, so I probably won't go on until I get home because I'm not
Okay.
gonna log on at 12:00. You know, when everything kicks off, and then have to be off in an hour and a half. So
Right.
I'm just gonna go easy tomorrow morning. But when I get home, I'll fire everything up and I'll be jumping on. So Chris, I'll send you a message as soon as I'm up and running.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do
Run down
tomorrow.
if you're around. You know, you can pop in anytime. I mean, you've got access to it, so you can just jump in if you're home.
Well, I'll tell you
Uh,
tomorrow.
Turf,
What I'll
if
do.
you're,
I'll
if you're
just,
working from, go ahead,
I'll
Chris.
just start it. I'll just I'm gonna just right quick. I'll go and start a show just to hold it up, and then when you come in, then we can jump. We can do that.
Whatever you want to, that works too. If you want to do your own thing, go for it, man. If you want to host the start, then I can jump in and then I can just leave and then
We can do
we can
that.
do whatever afterwards.
Okay.
Beautiful. See, man, we
And
holding
then
you
Turf is-
down, man. We holding you down while your
Yep.
free agency news, all that, man. So make sure you keep rocking with us. And LV, of course, my guy,
Wait,
man.
one more thing. One more thing,
What you
Ron.
got? What you got, Chris? What you got?
Before we go, me and Jeff just started a new show on Saturday nights.
Oh, yep. That's
9,
right.
9 p.m. but Pacific time. It's basically old school Raider talk about the whole days. He won't come and jump in because the dad supposed to be there, but he missed out. I don't know what happened, but and then the first hour we talk about old school, how he became a fan. Second half, whatever. We can talk about anything. So that just started. It's on Saturdays.
Yeah, we had our first show
I'm
Saturday
glad you
night.
said
It
that,
was,
too. Glad you
it
said
was
that.
good.
hell
It was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
It was a good
I
show,
forgot.
for real.
But yeah, I'm glad y'all shouted that out. It was fire. And trust me, I got Pops in the next one because I was looking and I was like, I don't see Pops. So I got y'all. But man, LV, man, shout out what you got going on, man. Anything you got going on throughout the weekend?
Yes, sir. So I just got a new computer, so I'm able to get my gaming channel up and ready.
Fire.
So finally, damn, bro, it's been a long time coming. So I'm trying to get that started now that I got it. I just got it yesterday. So yep. Wednesdays, obviously the Raider Connection. That's with me, Jeff, Cheetah Linus, and Jay. And then Thursdays, that's Raiders Coast to Coast. That's me and Jeff on Thursdays. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe, to keep up with us. But yeah, that's what I got.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Y'all see all my brothers on screen, man. Make sure you guys are tapping the like button. You see all they, names and stuff right there, man. So make sure you guys are looking it up, man. Getting their subscribers up too, man. We all trying to sit here. Look, I'm trying to get like Turf, Jeff, and Chris. You see how they all chilling. They ain't got to work. That's what we gonna do, man. Me and LV trying to chill in, man. Just sit here, log on, and make that money. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I want. That's all we trying to do, man. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all saw Baby Rundown, man. Help me put food in his mouth, man. Y'all know how it is, appreciate y'all. Hit the notification, bro, as always, because I always go live at random times. Might have special guests with me as always, man. New perspective, as we always do, bro. So make sure you guys are hitting all them buttons. And as I always say, man, we keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. We got Jeff. What it is, man? What's the deal?
Just a real quick note. Not everybody probably knows yet, but as of today, I am monetized now officially.
Hey, let's go.
I am fully up and running with everything, with memberships, super chats, the whole 9 yards. And another guy that's going to be following in a matter of a couple of days is going to be Jay from Just Raiders, baby.
Yep.
So keep an eye out for
And
him.
then
too.
LV's next.
Nice.
And then
Hell
Chris is
yeah.
next.
LV
We
and
all-
Chris,
we all moving,
we gotta boost them up. So make sure everybody follows Chris for Raiders and LV Raider 10.
Yes,
Get
sir.
their subs up anytime
Yep.
they're on our shows. Promoting the shit out of them. So make sure you
That's
guys hit their
100%,
subs
bro.
and follow their stuff for sure.
That's 100%.
So
So
we're all one big
again,
happy family here, and we're working with each other. And it's
the
awesome.
word is
I-
patience and love and family. Dog, like that. Just patience,
One thing-
love, family, bro. That's
and,
it.
and I do owe a big thank you to Turf and Rundown for what you guys have done for me, allowing me
Yeah,
to
me too.
get in on, especially Turf with the Friday night show with you and Rundown. That was my first kind of forte into it, and I appreciate that. And I owe you guys a lot of gratitude for helping me out with that. Nate, for the partnership that you and I have had since almost week 2 or 3 when we started.
Yes, sir.
And Chris, I met you through the Friday night show on Turf and Rundowns, and you and I have hit it off. And we've got something special here. This community that we're all a part of is by far one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me, as far as non-personal community, like where I can physically be around you. And, you know, I've made connections on the West Coast that I never thought I would have ever made. And you guys are all awesome. And I appreciate all the support. And yeah, good things to come, man. Good things to come for sure.
Course, man.
Like I said, like
Oh, yeah.
you said, that Turf's the one got me involved in this because Turf one told me, and Ron said, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm doing a YouTube show. I was thinking about it." And then I got live with Jeff one night, and all of a sudden Jeff just said, "Yeah, YouTube channel." What? So I want to thank Turf, Ron, and Jeff for setting it up, because this is the best way to talk to the nation. Love you guys.
Again, bro, like this is what this shit is for. It's not to beef. It's not all time, dog. Like government gonna always print more money. You know, we ain't gotta sit here and be mad at each other.
Exactly.
I mean, gonna print more. So this is all about just us enjoying the shit, and we all want the same goal: win. That's it. We just want to win, bro. About no personal shit. We just want to see the team do good, make these connections. Of course, like I said, bro, I never thought I'd be, you know, doing this shit like this and having so many homies and friends. Where now I go to a game, I'm like expecting to meet hella people. I want to meet hella people.
Bro.
So yeah, just like me, if I ever make it out to Vegas for a game, I know that I'm gonna be able to hang around with people and not like if I went out there alone for a game, I know I've got homies I can hang with while I'm out there.
Hell
which
yeah.
is,
Man,
I'm looking forward to that someday.
No problem.
You got a family. You got a family now in Vegas and everywhere else you go.
Yeah,
That's
especially if
That's
any of you
it.
guys come out here for the Raiders Patriots game, you know.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
hospitality
me.
on my end is going to be, you know, I'm going to do
That's
what
I'll
I can.
be there.
Yeah, my boy
So
gotta go back home. Turp is talking
yeah.
about going back home.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll be
Turf, you everywhere, Turf. So we know you're gonna be
Facts.
there.
Turp is all
He's one of the
Building up those
wildest
freaking flyer miles, going to gymnastic meets every weekend.
There you go.
Real talk. Till then,
Jump
man,
up.
y'all keep it smooth, bro. As always, it's always family around here. So make sure y'all hitting the likes, whatever, man. And of course, keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. Much love to everybody, man. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Take care.